Nets vlog.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N-B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-
Hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Nation, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a bar smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as Shamsu, and when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that whole Millie rock like a fan do. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Yeah, yo, it's Big Fan Breezy chilling with Iceman. We're gonna get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? That's fans is the best fans. I see you in the chat. I think that's Paul Thorne. Shout out to you. In any event, man, we want to start with Iceman about injuries and maybe just looking at it from a different way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jelly on the chat. You know, for the most part, I'm gonna be listening in because again, I had changed my perspective or tune on how I see players from the way Iceman articulated how fans should see players dealing with injuries. So we're gonna start the top of the show with that. Definitely gonna get into some more stuff. It's a lot going on, but man, before you get started, just give us a quick commercial, real quick.
All right, y'all know where to find me. Iceman the Dawn on Twitter. You can go follow my podcast, The Tip Off, or Brooklyn Nets Podcast on YouTube. You heard?
All right, that's what's up. We out here. Throw your link in the chat for the fans too. But talk to us, Iceman. What do you think about? What did you was upset about something? Talk to us. Well, you got the floor, bro. Talk to us.
Yeah. So I ain't like how fans talk about Cam Thomas have no excuse for playing bad with the turnovers. Nick Claxton coming back from the back injury, not playing up to where Nick Claxton. Yo, that's a bunch of BS, bro. I don't like none of that. Ben Simmons too, even though Ben my guy, but they all in the same category. When you're dealing with the back problems, and all three of them got different type of back issues, you gotta give these dudes some grace. They're not gonna play the same. They're not gonna play up to their standards, and you gotta understand that. Even though you don't want to because they're on the floor, like you gotta understand they're going through something on the floor. Every bump, every push, every screen they run into, It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what that feels like when they're doing it. And the reason I'm saying that is because I thought Cam should have sat, and I thought Nick Claxton should have sat. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for them dudes to be pushing themselves to the limit right now. You know what I'm saying? The best thing for them to do is get back to 100. Nick Claxton just had an epidural. You know what I'm saying? And I want fans to
Yeah.
understand. They give you an epidural when your pain level. If he hurt his back in the summer and he recently had an epidural, that means his pain level stayed at between an 8 and a 10 out of 1 out of
Yeah.
10. So
Wait,
it's
hold on. I just want to add to that. The only thing I know about epidurals is when women get induced with an epidural in pregnancy, they go through a lot of pain, and the doctor asks the pregnant woman, "Do you want to have a natural birth or epidural?" An epidural is when they take basically pain medicine to deal with the pain of actually the pregnancy of having a baby. Like while a baby is being birthed, women are going through pain. They could get an epidural then. So think about it like that if you're a fan. Women need it when they giving birth. Now I know you can't imagine how much pain a woman has to go through to give
right.
birth, but just think about that as far as a barometer. Go ahead though, Iceman.
Yeah, so that means from the summer, his pain level stayed the same, which means that it was serious, that he needed the epidural to function. So it takes some of the pain away, and then you got to rehab to see, just like Ben Simmons had to do, to see if you could uh heal that area. Can you push that area to heal faster than just naturally? You know what I'm saying? Without feeling all the pain. So it takes the pain away so you could push yourself. But saying that and knowing that, like he should be sitting, you know what I mean? He should be sitting until he feels closer to 100, then go out and try it. Not get the epidural rehab. Let me go out here because I feel all right now. Like, no, you're not. If you don't feel very, very, very close to 100, don't push yourself to do nothing else. Fans shouldn't be pushing him to, yeah, he needs to get back on the floor. We need Nick out here. It shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? That right there is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Especially for him for his career, because anything happens during that time and he got to sit out for a year, he gonna be in a Ben Simmons situation. I mean, even for Cam, they gonna put themselves in
Right.
that type of situation. So you see what Ben going through, and I try to explain that, but I'm gonna explain it too. Ben is to the point where he did all the rehab. Only thing left for him to do is to see if he can get his instincts back, his skills back, his ability back to jump, because all that's gone. It got taken away during the surgery. So you lose something every time you have surgery. So when you see him out there, he's not looking right, and they're like, "Oh, Ben Simmons a bomb." I'm like, bro, the man had to put in so much work just to get on the court. And now he's got to work back to get back to the level he was or close to it, if he could even do that. You know what I mean? If his
Right.
body allows him to do that, you gotta go through the motions with him. You like, nah, this nigga bum, get him off the team. Like, bro, he's not a bum. He's not playing bad for no reason. He's playing bad because the surgery took something away from him. And you're watching the dude grind trying to get it back. And that goes the same for Cam Thomas. When I seen them bump him and I seen him grab his back, I'm like, bro, he need to sit down, bro. And he's still trying to push through it. There's no reason to push through that. I get the money, I get the fans, I get the NBA, but when it comes to your body and your back, and during the game you get bumped and you gotta hold your back, bro, nah, sit it down. Sit it down. We don't need you to get extremely hurt to the point where you can't play for a month, 2 months, because that just makes it worse. You know what I
Yeah, no,
mean?
absolutely. Yeah, no, I do. I know what you mean. Just can you read that comic? Because again, a lot of people don't understand because they never had back injuries, and God don't want that. Nobody should go through that, right? God forbid. But from what I can see, it's limited access. So yeah, you may be able to walk, but you can't jog. Yeah, you may be able to jog, but you can't run. Yeah, you may be able to run, but you can't jump. You gotta think about it like that from a fan perspective, because again, because of the money that we do not pay these players,
Right.
these fans act like the money coming out they pocket because FanDuel and DraftKings. Like, you can't be talking to players and treating players and talking about them wild crazy, and not be considerate. Yeah, that is what you consider a fanatic. Those are fanatics. Now, again, these are people, these are humans. Them being professional athletes. Yeah, I get it. They are supposed to condition their body to, stay healthy, and remain healthy, and prevent injuries as much as possible. But that's not always the case. Some things happen and it's unfortunate. And again, I just think as fans listening to Iceman, try kind of consider what the point or where he coming from, because sometimes, in my opinion, players lie. They say that they ready to play because maybe they got to make that money. They got to make a quota. They got to make a X amount of money for them to, you know what I'm saying, to suffice. Just the same way you say, nah, I'm not going to take off a day of work because I'm just, even though I am sick, but I need this money. Not to say that's the same case, but I imagine that maybe they feel like the team going to cut me or trade me if I don't play through this injury, or so on and so forth. Or maybe the team feel like I should play through this injury and I'm only playing because they cleared me, but really I'm in pain. But they only cleared me because I lied about my pain level. Like Iceman said earlier, oh, the pain is an 8. But if you lie to them and say, nah, the pain is a 4, they be like, all right, you could play through it if you're saying the pain is a 4, but don't lie to us. Be honest about the pain. And I think sometimes it's both, where, remember, this is a prime example. Iceman, remember when KD got hurt in that Toronto game when in the finals? Yep. And it basically, everybody from the fan perspective was saying, nah, KD, don't play because, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get injured, you're going to re-aggravate the injury. KD came out, was hooping, right, balling, but he re-aggravated his foot, and it re-aggravated the injury and made it worse, and he had to sit out a whole year before he came here, remember?
Facts. Yeah.
And that doctor got fired, I believe. Remember, he came out, he cried, he was on television for his whole family to see. He was crying. Yo, I didn't know. I thought I could play him. This and that. Everybody was mad that KD got the injury because they felt like the doctors and the team forced him to play. And KD even had to come out and defend the franchise, and the doctor's like, nah, that was my decision. I told him that I could play. But case in point is, they still felt like the doctor should have told him, no, you can't play, and it wasn't supposed to clear him to play. Right. So again, there's pressures from both sides, I believe. I think that players lie so they can play, and they F up and they re-aggravate an injury sometime. But how do we fix this? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's a quote unquote fixed situation. I'm just asking fans to be considerate that your best favorite player is playing a physical sport, and in that, injuries happen. You can't expect these players to just, you know what I'm saying, play 82 games, 48 minutes, 82 games. It's not a video game. This is real life. But I don't want to be long-winded. So in your opinion, and just reiterating it, because I heard some of it, when a player is out with, let's say, lower back pain or whatnot, how many games, in your opinion, from your experience, should they miss with an injury like that?
It depends on the injury, because not all back injuries are the same, right? But when you, like, I just use Cam Thomas. He started out with 1 game, and then he comes back in, and he gets bumped, he gets pushed, and you see him grabbing his back. That means he shouldn't be playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should not be. If that, you got to grab your back and you start walking slow, that means there's no reason for you to do that. That should be automatic. Take you out the game, sit down, go get massage in the back, go do something, because you don't need to be playing you know what I'm saying, in this game right now. We could use you later on. You missed 2 games or whatever. Give you the maximum time that you need to heal. Don't rush. It's not a rush thing. Like, the team needs you, the fans want you, organization, like you said, but bro, it's your body though. You know what I mean? Like, you can't hoop without your body.
Nah, all facts. Ironically, and it's not no shot to you, Andre 76, but your team is pretty banged up, so we'll take it there. You know what I mean? Paul George. Somebody I seen this dude. His name is he a podcaster. He said Paul George. He said I think it's called Philly running back. Long story short, he's basically like we got a $212 million podcaster, and I feel him. I don't even think Paul George Hart is in to play ball and compete for a championship no more. I think he fell in love with podcasting, and no one else in his draft is playing in the NBA. He's the only one left out of those 60 players. So I'm saying that to say, yeah, he got the podcast. Yeah, he making money from the podcast. Yeah, I do feel like his desire to win a championship is over. Like it's not there. I think once players start playing through injuries and they millionaires, it's mentally tough to stay focused and disciplined enough to want to compete versus other competitors that want the championship. Like, yeah, you still talented. Paul George is still a great basketball player, but if he has to turn up and take it to the next level to compete, I feel like someone who was riddled with injuries like him may be hindered by that. Maybe not want to play through that physicality and go to the next level because let's call it what it is. These players fall in love with the lifestyle that basketball gives to them. And they thinking to themselves, I'm gonna still have this money, and players ain't gonna care about me, this and that. Why should I play through this injury? They, you know what I mean? Life goes on, type of shit. Just taking a different attitude towards how they feel about playing through injury based on perspectives from the pressure from fans, the media, the franchise, and etc. So yeah, Paul George, he, in my opinion, he getting paid handsomely, but I don't think that's gonna equate to y'all being competitive. Same thing with Embiid. Yo, when you that tall, like you six, even Paul George, he taller than me. I'm 6 foot. Paul George is 6'9". So imagine 6'9" guy with leg problems. Bruh, it's different when you got different avenues to make money. If only these players was making money from basketball, I think, yeah, they'd be more adamant and serious about making money. But these players be taking their money, invested in and buying restaurants. They like, fuck playing through injury. But like, for what? And that's just my perspective. I'm not saying I'm right, but how you feel about that, Iceman? Do you feel like players are more nonchalant trying to play through injury? Like, for what? Why? For what? Like, seriously, I'm still getting paid. Why play through this injury when I don't have to?
I think more of the higher up paid players sometimes do that at some point in their career. You know what I'm saying? At first they was young and got small contracts and I'm trying to get it out the mud. And I think once you reach a certain level, you go through so many injuries, you just like, bro, like they gonna have to hold off till I get right. You know what I mean? Like they gonna have to hold. I've been through that. I didn't fought through injury. I done played through injury. So you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna sit it out. Y'all gonna have to do without me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I already know how this go.
Yeah. So what about the 65 game rule and getting incentives and awards after 65 games out of 82? Do you think that's fair to the players, or should it be less or more? How do you feel about that?
I said last time that I think it should be maybe 60, maybe 60. You know what I mean? That should be decent, a decent amount. Because like I said, everybody don't have the same injuries. There are a lot of injuries you could play through, but there's some injuries that you should never, you know what I'm saying, never try to push the limit on. And it gotta be some type of leeway for sure big injuries, you know what I mean? And I know they could figure out if somebody got a big injury or not. You know what I'm saying? To come back, you know.
All right, cool. Hold on. Let's get into the comments, man. Shout to people. Shout to Jellio. Shout to Leaf. Shout to Ivan. Shout to Andre76. Shout to giving you sports from my view. Shout to Nets fans. We the best fans. I see you, PT. Jelio says, I think sports psychologists should be a bigger and more integral part of coming back from significant injuries and injuries in general, and far more evolved in a league mind body connection. I agree with you, Jelio, but can you speak to this, Jelio? How do you feel about what I mean, Iceman? Can you speak to what Jelio said right here?
Yeah, because it's true. And only certain people, like I heard CJ McCollum tell Zion before he even attempt to come back, he should go see one. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and talk to somebody before you get back. I don't think people understand, the fans understand how much of a mind game injury plays. Injury plays on your whole body, on your whole life. Like, it makes you feel like you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you want to give up on certain things. Like, you know you're a hooper, but it don't make you feel like you could get back there. You know what I'm saying? It kind of takes something away from you. You kind of lose your edge a little bit. You got to fight to get that edge back. And
Mhm.
that would help, you know what I'm saying? Let you know who, like, you're still the same person you just hurt. You know what I mean? But it don't feel like that when you're in the moment. It don't, like, right now with the back injury for me, it don't feel like I'm going back to work. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go sit down and talk to somebody myself, because, bro, that's what it makes you feel when you have a lingering injury. You know what I'm saying? You over here fighting everything like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm positive and nothing's changing. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, you still fighting, but you kind of lose it though.
Yeah. Well, for one, Iceman, I don't want to say that you losing. I want to say that you're a mentally strong person, and we pulling for you. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, yeah, I imagine that's a lot to deal with mentally. Jelio makes a good point that it does go together. Like peanut butter and jelly or whatever. Like you want to get a player's perspective and hear how they feel about their confidence in doing what they do. Like, yeah, before I played basketball again, it was a rough road. And then when I first started playing again, I was cautious. I was timid, and I didn't play with like full contact. Like I was cautious. And mentally, you're gonna do that. Even if you're a competitive person, if you're not willing to risk your body, it's all right. Playing through it's one thing not to be injured and go through a stretch where you just don't get injured. But then once you get injured, it does changes things. You know what I'm saying? It really takes and again, this is a very good point about to that Jelio made, because it is more mental than it is physical. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep your head up. You gotta keep your spirits up, your spirits high. It's like an absolute must. It is connected. It is not either. It's not separated. So you know what I mean? I just again, like I think you make a lot of valid points. Um, but that being said, just keep it in with Ben Simmons, man. What do you based on his injury? How many games do you expect him to play this season?
Well, looking at him, Breezy, he could play. He could play the game. It's just what level is he gonna play it on? You know what I mean? That's what I watch with him. I'm not looking like other people, like, oh, he's not scoring points, he's not doing this. I don't look for him to do that. You gotta look for the dude to get back to dunking. You gotta look for him to get back to offensive moves. Like, I see him stuttering, I see him rushing, I see him pressing, I see him getting frustrated because he can't do the things that he once did, and he wants to do it, but he can't. Like, he can't get there yet. So with me, I think he can play. I think he can play games. I just don't think he's going to play it at the highest level possible, because his body and his mind is not going to allow him to do it until he gets through whatever he needs to get through. You know what I mean? I don't have a
Do
number
you
though.
do you think that he would be the bigger player, bigger man in the situation by saying, you know what, let me play in the G League. I know it's not the NBA check, but let me play in the G League, and maybe I could come back up to the NBA. How
I
do you
mean,
feel about Ben Simmons in the G League based on him not wanting to play, full throttle because he's playing cautious because of the injury?
well, it's two things. He could do that, but it wouldn't really help him get back up to game speed. You know what I mean? Like, for him, the way that he's trying to play the game, he has to play on the highest level for in order for his instincts to kick back in. You know what I'm saying? His movements to kick back in. He got to play against the best for that to see if he can get back there. Like he can go down in G League and run it. All he gonna do is pass to everybody and do all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But in order to get his instincts to the highest where it was at, he's gonna have to play through it. And like I said, either he's gonna do it, he's gonna make it back somewhere where he's a decent player, or he's just gonna be out the league, bro. You know what I mean? There's no
Yeah,
in between for him. You know what I mean? It's sad,
yeah.
but that's what it is.
Yeah, shout to Iceman. Subscribe to his podcast. Jelly in the comments followed up with his last comment. It says, "Facts. I had my ankle partially reconstructed and needed to speak with someone to regain confidence. And again, the physical rehab gave me confidence, but talking to someone gave me ultra confidence." And I agree. You know what I mean? I just totally agree with Jelly comment. I just feel like this is the testimonies from real people. You know, players may be speaking to media and they doing it in a PR way because they don't want to mess up their contract. They don't want other teams to not have confidence in them in case if it's a trade. And then if they publicly say that they injured, that would maybe look like the how you say the doctor is lying or somebody got a contradiction or something is going on and it's not the fans. You can't fool the fans but so much, you know what I'm saying? So they have to be careful on what they say to the media because of their bag. You know, they gotta always consider that. So I don't think they're honest about the rehab that Gilio might be speaking of. Or even giving you sports from my view. He says all facts. A lot of players talk about going into deep depression with an injury. Yo, this shit is real, bro. This is something that you love to do, and then you can't do it because you injured, and you gotta feel the pain and actually go through the process, the rehab, and all of that. So it mentally you can't skip a beat. You gotta stay with yourself the entire time. You can't check out and check in. You know, it's not like that. You have to build yourself, always be with yourself, and even when people not around you, you gotta believe in yourself. So I can understand how a player could go into deep depression because they injured or something like that. I get it. You know what I mean? And again, this is what the front of this podcast was about. Just being considerate to these players that's going through these injuries and not looking at them like robots. Like, oh, you know, you on my parlay. I don't give a fuck if you halfway injured. Like, no, man, they're not robots. They're not just here to entertain us. It ain't all about your parlay with your 22 legs trying to make $70,000 or $5 parlay. Like, calm your ass down, man. Calm your ass down. But I mean, unless you want to go further, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to open up the panel and see who else wanted to talk about this before we get into the precap of tomorrow's game. We play the Kings. This is our second game second road game, first on the West Coast. And you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see, get if the fans wanted to talk about that. But is there anything that we might have missed about the injuries that we wanted to say?
Nah, Breezy, we got everything. That segment was fire.
Were all facts. Sure, we could do more of that. So yeah, if y'all want to join the panel and talk to me and Iceman about injuries, maybe y'all had an injury and you know what I'm saying, y'all went through it and y'all want to talk about it, we could do that too, you know what I mean? Because we real people too, we might not be, playing professional basketball, but we might have went through injuries just the same. So you know what I mean? I definitely want to. I think I have better insight listening to testimonies of people who actually experienced it. And again, I remember shying away from, feeling away about Ben because I went through my own back injury, and that shit was just on one side of my back, but it affected my entire body. Like your back, like it's your mobility. Like like everything is in rhythm.
Right.
Everything is in motion. When people walk, like you know what I'm saying. Is a you don't take two steps forward at a time. That's a hop. You know what I'm saying? When you walk, it's right then left or left then right. You know what I'm saying? And all of that is rhythm, and your back is in rhythm with that. Like all of that, when you were a kid and they tell you that your leg bone connected to your hip bone and all of that, that shit is true. Ain't
Facts,
words ain't never been more true. You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Yeah,
Word,
'cause
but
I didn't know until I got into an injury, this back injury, how much is connected, how much your back do matter, how much your back affect your knees, your calf muscle, your toes. I'm like, yo, this is wild crazy. Like I never knew that.
yeah, because of the nervous system, then it's like the nervous system connects everything. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you get injured, they ask you about numbness and all of that. Can you feel? You don't feel? Do you feel? How sensitive is the touch? This and that. You know what I mean? But injuries are serious, man. Or I remember this shit was kind of embarrassing, but I tell you, I had caught a basketball injury on the court. I had to leave the basketball court. That ass, I dislocated my shoulder on the basketball court. This was my birthday too. Word, I was in the park, I was hooping, and that's what I wanted to do for my birthday. I'm like, yo, I want to start my day playing some basketball. This before I was vlogging or anything like that. So long story. So we went to the park, and the dude gets past. I'm playing defense. We on defense. The dude gets past my teammate. So I swipe at the ball, but the dude had the ball so tough, and I swiped down so hard that my fucking my shoulder got dislocated. Shit was crazy, bro. I had to come out in a stretcher. My dudes clown me about that shit till this day. They're like, yo, nigga, you was on a stretcher for a dislocated shoulder. That's crazy. I was like, yo, that's the first time I dislocated my shoulder. Yo, that shit was so painful. Like, it happened again, but it was never as painful as the first time, bro. The first time that shit happened was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see what else I had. I had a sprained ankle on the basketball court, but my reflex is like I never sprained it real bad. I might have sprained it for like two, and I've been out of playing like 100% for like 2 weeks, but nothing crazy. What about you, Iceman? You ever had any basketball injuries?
The only one I really had, well, I twist my ankle, and that it swole up like a handball size, and I couldn't put my shoe on unless I took all the laces out. You know what I mean? And I shit, boy, it took me about 2 weeks too. 2 weeks, and I couldn't move that foot for shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, "Yo, you all right?" I'm like, "No." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dragging his leg. Like, no, I'm not all right. You know what I'm saying? Then when they seen it, they're like, "Oh, like yo, like your foot is messed up, bro." I'm like, yeah, I twisted that joint. So
Yo,
yeah, I twisted that joint. So it was terrible, bro. That's probably like the only real basketball injury I had, and that was terrible. You know what I'm saying? I had to take the laces out the shoe to be able to walk. You know what I mean? Wild crazy.
word. I don't know, man. My thing is, if Cam Thomas hurt, Ben Simmons hurt, don't play through that injury. You got the roster deep enough, and if you're supposed to be a player development, yeah. Then fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Let all of these other players get wrecked. Let that Kui, the Chinese kid, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let him, let Tyrese Martin, let them get some more. Let them get some minutes. Let them get some playing time. Let them get opportunities. Don't put them in situations where they gotta sit behind a injured player. Like, no, let that injured player come back fully healthy, or at least not in a situation where they could easily aggravate an injury. I say Tyrese Martin and Kui, those are the two guys I want to see get minutes if Cam Thomas or Ben Simmons is hurt. That's how I feel.
They should. Somebody should, because they ain't make the roster the way it is, bro. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? If you guys sit, you guys sit. Somebody else got to step in. You know what I mean? And that's the way they should look at it. Like if I'm out, fellas, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I play, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else step up. It is what it is. What's
That's
going
the
on,
next
Lee?
man. The next man mentality. Next man up. Word. But what about you, Leaf? You ever had a basketball injury? You ever got hurt playing basketball?
Yeah, I did get hurt playing basketball, but my dumb ass ain't never get it looked at, so I stayed off the court. Um, I'll be honest with because I was one of them niggas, bro. Like I got injured early, like, and I knew it was an injury, but I ain't never get it looked at. I was just like, F it, I'm just staying off the court because my by that time my organized basketball playing days was over, and I already know something was wrong with my foot because I was one of them niggas that used to like do a lot of step backs off of one foot. It used to give me a lot of space and shit. I used to score a lot off it, but you keep step back, step back, step back, step back, step back, and as soon you gonna feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to y'all earlier. I was listening to you earlier, Ice. I was wondering if I wasn't the only person that seen Cam Thomas like grimace a little bit and when holding us back because you got to be on Pete. You got to walk on eggshells, bro. When you talk anything that's non pro Cam Thomas up in this motherfucker. So like it is what it is. So
Yeah, that's real
my
shit, bro. That's injury. Yo, again, my thing is, as much as I get, I guess, trolled about guys who keep Cam Thomas, it's not true. I think any player that's trying to play through a back injury should take that extra day. Take that extra
yes,
day, whether it be Cam
absolutely.
Thomas, Ben Simmons. If you say, "Oh, I'm ready today," nah, be ready the next day because I want you to just relax today because you got to be the back is delicate, and you got to be sensitive and attentive to making sure you stay safe, stay on the safe side of it.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with you. Like, here's the thing: when it comes to the back or the calf, those are two injuries you can't play with when it comes to basketball because a calf injury could turn into Achilles injury, and Achilles injury could turn into MCL, and MCL could turn into ACL, and this, that, and the third. A back injury could fuck your whole shit up. Like you could be confined to a wheelchair like for at least like the next 5 years of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like it could go out that way. Like, and you mentioned the KD shit that happened in 2019. Kevin Durant had no business out there. Period.
Fact.
Everybody know that. Like he had no business out there. Period. So like my thing was, it's just the Golden State Warriors where it's just in the finals and they saw a chance to win three straight championships and they figured they had to take it. I mean, even the GM cried, bro. The GM what's his name? That stepped down. He even like still to this day, he even had a soft spot about that moment and about what had happened during that time because it's so many combinations of things of as to why players are getting hurt much more, bro. Like it seemed like LeBron James is the only person that could really fight it off because LeBron James is he obviously takes a shitload of shortcuts and cheats the game a whole lot. Like everybody knows LeBron James low manages on the court. Like it's a common knowledge, bro. Like he takes like at least 8 or 9 defensive possessions off, walk up the court. All right, yo, I'm still on the court because I'm LeBron James. I could go, guys. I could still end this game with 27, 27 7. It's just the rest of the team got to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, as opposed to what it was back then when the game is a whole lot much faster and much more wide open. Everything is switching from 1 to 5 now, as opposed to like man to man defense back then. And even back then, dudes wasn't even playing 15 years like that. So I mean, listen, your body is going to go through a lot on an NBA court in the course of an 82 game season or any sport, for that matter. Football, baseball,
Yo,
whatever.
you know what I want to talk about? Shout out to Lee. Shout out to subscribe to Lee, 4788. Shout out to John. Shout out to Iceman. Thank you, John, for joining the panel. I just wanted to mention Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Because Shaq had got injured before he got to the league, like in the off season or whatnot, right? Then he came to the league, played well, and then again, right now he's injured again. So I mentioned Shaq to say that, like you said, is different from back then, from then till now. But weight training means so much, bro. Like Jordan was skinny. Jordan put muscle on. Chauncey Billups wasn't that always what he was. If you seen Chauncey Billups, he was one of the stronger point guards. You're like, damn, done dude type strong. Know what I mean? You would think point guards are more slim, and you would think that you would get big bodies from like centers and power forwards. But case in point is, regardless of the era, the weight training is vital. Shout to Leaf. This is Leaf page, youtube.com/@Leaf4780. Shout to him. But yeah, go ahead, Leaf. Yeah.
I would agree with you that to continue. I would agree with you in terms of like you talked about Jordan, putting on definition in his arms. You talked about Chauncey Billups and guys like that. The thing is, like for that time and the way that they wanted to play, bro, like that's what it was for. If you look at today's game, I'm looking at the mileage travel. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at how guys have to move laterally from 3-point line to free throw line to running back on defense, closing out on perimeter players and shit. Because a lot of threes and shit is taken. I'm looking at that. Even your center has to be mobile. From free throw line to 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like the only smart players is the players that seem to know how to counter react it, bro. I give you a perfect example. I look at Joker and I say to myself, look, guys, like, yo, if you want to beat the Nuggets, why don't you just put him in pick and roll situations all day? The problem is he's not guarding that no matter what the fuck you do. He's going under because he already knows his offense is better than anything you bring in on offense. That's the thing about it.
That's the deficiency, and he got to make up for it on the offensive side of the ball because at the end of the day, that pick and roll is a big part of the offense. It's more times than not, it's either the drive the kick or the pick and roll. And what I will say is from era to era, right now, because back then, the big man was more prevalent, so it's more P and R, pick and roll. But now, it's more drive and kick because they're looking for the three. Now I know they looking for a thing. Then bring it back to how me and Iceman started, and then we're gonna go to John and LM. Is the offense predicated some of the entertainment, which is fair, but at the end of the day, it's also about the longevity of the player. You going as a two guard or a wing going into the paint, getting physical and taking game. Remember, there's something to benefit out of a charge. Like you stand in front of a player flying at full speed at you. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't never see a lot of players quote unquote get injured in that place. But trust me, when they in the locker room taking ice baths or whatever, they like, yo, when I took that charge, bro, I felt that shit. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So I'm saying that to say the game is physical, and they made it more of a jump shooting league and Curry, but also to extend the NBA career life of a player. And still till today, it's still it's a 4 year window for a 4 year average. But that's for the NBA. I think that because the jumper became more prevalent in this era of basketball, all over the world, basketball players have more like the same way Marbury, he may have not been enough to play in the NBA, but he'll go to China and dominate. When you look at his schedule in China, they play like 30 games, 20, 30, maybe 40 games, maybe 40 games. And I'm being nice for 40 games, because I'm saying that's the difference, and this is the significance of the transition between college, NCAA basketball, and the NBA. You know, these guys, they playing great, but it's like, they play like 30 games, 28 games max. You feel what I'm saying? And then the NBA, it is a whopping 82 games. You feel what I mean? But again, I don't want to be long-winded. Let's go to John Jones in the panel next, and then we're going to go to LM. John, we were talking about just kind of like playing through injuries, and if they players say that, let them be slow to come back to the rotation. That's why we got a 15-man roster. Those guys that in the blowout that only get minutes in the blowout, put them in games more. If those players say that they injured, say, all right, put in Tyrese Martin, put in Queef. You know what I'm saying? Put in these different players. You know what I mean? But how do you feel about that, John? Do you think that players should play through injuries, or the coach, you know what I mean, call a number of a different player.
Well, thank you for watching the Nothing But Nets podcast with me, Gary, and LBL today, because I talked a bit about how we have this back-to-back coming up, and I think what Jordy's made a mistake on is he's been playing the vets 30 minutes on the second half of back-to-backs. For this back-to-back against the Warriors, play the young guys 30 minutes. Like, Keon Johnson should be getting 30 minutes. Clowney 30 minutes. Like, let the young guys get burned, because I know we can't let all the young guys play because the vets need to get the values up, yada, yada, but at a certain point, once the deadline passes and the vets are no longer here, these young guys should be getting all the minutes they want. But it's unfortunate right now that the young guys can't play certain minutes because, Simmons, Johnson, they need those minutes. Like the other night, I thought, like you said, Cam Thomas, he was dragging a bit. I wonder if his back had something to do with why he had all those turnovers, because Thomas doesn't usually do that. So it could be bad play. Can't give Thomas no excuses.
Very uncharacteristic.
Yeah, can't give Thomas no excuse on that, but it did look like he was playing a little uncomfortable, and you kind of wish Johnson would have got those minutes, and he didn't play at all. So I thought that was a little disconcerting,
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, John, I did watch the podcast. It was a great podcast. I made a lot of valid points. Some of them threw me in the chat totally agreeing with. One of them was that when Cam Thomas runs point, they can't ball deny him when he runs point. If you run a point, then he already got the ball. He's the first player, so y'all gonna be playing him 94 feet. All right, let's bet. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do that. Even if they tap at half court, we can eventually count to that. And I don't have it again. And I apologize, and I apologize, and I appreciate all the fans that pay attention to these concepts without the big graphic. But case in point is, I watched Ken Johnson post game interview, and he said we have to be better when they track Cam Thomas. When the double happens, it's not on Cam Thomas, because they asked him about the 7 turnovers. And he was like, no, we got to do better getting to the ball when they are trapping Cam Thomas. We know they're going to trap him. Cam Johnson is different right now. He want to win, and winning depends on him. And he's been playing well, lights out basketball, some of the best basketball he ever played. He's never been in a position with this much offense. He's been relying on this much offense. And he has shown up, and I think he's getting comfortable. He's talking like it in the post-game interview. He's becoming a different player. You know how they say you are who you are in dying. This shit must have always been in him, and he ain't never had an opportunity. Had to play behind Booker, had to play, you know what I mean? Never the first option, second option with the Cowboys last season, but see how that went. But this is different. This is a different Cam Johnson. Again, emphasis on the point, John, that he said he didn't blame Cam Thomas. He defended him in that moment. He said we have to be better helping him beat those traps. How do you feel about what he said?
No, listen, I think what's so great so far this season is Thomas has grown in his role as a 2. I don't think he needs to ever play point guard, because I feel like he's more fresher on defense just being the 2 guard right now. If he was playing point guard, he'd be gassed out, he'd be tired, but he's already doing extra work on top of what he was already doing as a scorer. So I think he's got a great role right now. It's great that Jordy supports him, and those two have developed a really good bond with each other. There's a mutual respect and trust there. And I feel like Jordy tells Thomas what he needs to hear. And I think that's what you can see in Thomas's level of play. So it's good that Jordy has his back. I just think now we're at a point that if guys are playing through injuries like Thomas and Claxton, we're not playing for much this season. I don't mind if they get a day or an extra day of rest. Let these other guys who aren't playing a lot of minutes get that burn. I know Jordy wants to be competitive, but you got to be smart too. Like when the 7-15 rolls around the corner, when all these contracts become movable, Johnson, Doe, and Dennis should not be playing 30 minutes a night, because at that point you're going to be getting negotiating with all these other teams that want them. Those guys should be as fresh as possible after that date. So there are definitely be some decisions that need to be made sooner rather than later on guys' minutes, and I hope Jordy doesn't play the vets 30-plus minutes on the back-to-back on Monday. Let the young guys get burned and just let them grow and learn. That's what this season's all about. It's not about just being competitive to be competitive as well,
Ellen, just follow up with John, what he's saying. He's talking about young players. What players?
Breezy, is your mic okay, bro? Because you sound a little muffled, bro. Is your mic all right?
I'm about to switch it up.
Okay.
But LM, we're gonna go to LM. LM, talk to us. What young players do you want to see on the back to back?
Probably, uh, I would like to see, I would like to see Zaire. I think there's potential there. Um, and then I'd probably like to see, um, I'm not even gonna lie, I want to see more Clowney too. I know it's kind of early, but I think him getting more reps. I know DFS is starting. I mean, we always advocating that he would be the starting four, but at this point, I think you just got to put him out there, let the guy get his runs in. Um, Arguably one of, not the best, but probably one of the best shooters at this point on his team. I just think he's more not valuable than Claxton, but I just think he has more to offer. He could be a better version of Claxton in the near future, so I feel like it's just best to get him out there. You know what I'm saying? Let him get his, just throw him in the fire and let him play a reasonable amount of minutes. Because I mean, that's the only way these young guys is gonna develop. Like I get it, you play the vets and all that, but I mean, if you playing them limited minutes, they not really gonna learn much. This a tank season anyway, so I mean, it can't really hurt. But Clowney and probably Zaire, I think those two really got the most promise. Jalen Wilson, he can get better, but we already know he's already, uh, I feel league ready. Um, I know Derek Whitehead is still in the G League, but he got a lot to be desired. So I mean, out of the young guys we got, it's definitely Clowney and Zaire, but yeah, I don't know.
How you feel about them, Claxton and Cam trying to play through a back injury, bro? What you think about that?
Uh, I mean, at this point, if this is a season where we was trying to win, I'll feel differently. But I mean, at this point, there's no reason to risk long-term injury with those two. Um, if you got to bring Cam, like what you doing with Claxton, if you got to bring Cam off the bench just to avoid further risk of injury, then you can do that. Um, but I mean, it's not really something that you should be. You don't want to have it to be a Ben situation. Like you want to avoid that, especially with, I mean, arguably your two best players. You would want to just take caution. Cam, I think it was like a lower back tightness thing, but I think he'll be fine realistically moving forward. I don't think it's gonna bother him that much, but um, yeah, just to be fair and just to be careful, definitely sit him out. Um, I don't think you should bring Claxton back in the lineup as of yet. I think you wait a few more games. But he'll probably be starting by near the end of December or probably around January, barring he doesn't get injured again. But yeah, Cam and the Claxton should just take caution and make sure they don't overexert themselves. Like I know they trying to show off and they playing for well, not Claxton, but Cam's playing for a contract. Um but regardless if he's playing for a contract or not, like it's always a good thing to not let pride get in the way of these players health. Like I know you want to play and give it your all on the court, but at some point you just gotta have a talk with them and just let them know like, hey, sit down, relax. I know you want to prove yourself, but uh just take precaution, especially with Cam Thomas, since I mean he's the best offensive player on the team. So you don't want to, you know, have him out for the season, God forbid. So definitely send him out for a couple of games if it's needed. If not, if he says he feel good, then that's another thing. But um, yeah. And Claxton is just gonna get affected because Claxton, what's Claxton usual minutes like 30. So I think he played like 22 at Philly, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, I know people was disappointed with Clax, but I mean, he playing 22 minutes. Like you're not really gonna get the most out of him. Unless you're
Yo,
playing
my
starter
bad. Y'all can
mode.
hear me, bro? Shit, I had to switch my shit. Damn.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
back
can
now,
hear
bro.
you.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, Alan.
No, I was just saying. I know people disappointed with Clax, but at this point, he's not really playing starter minutes. So, I mean, what more could you
That,
ask
that's
from
that's
him?
that's that's
Like,
what I was saying the other day. And to get back on the injuries, well, like I guess while we're still on the topic, it seemed like a lot of combinations, bro. Breezy, you talked about the 65 game incentive. That should seem like a double-edged sword in a like kind of a sink or swim for like the future players. Because the person that signed it off, he only signed it off because he hate the Warriors. Well, that's number one. Number two, bro, like the new CBA, bro, like most of the new CBA was signed off just to make sure the Warriors didn't get away with the shit that they got away with when they signed KD. That's what it was. And I talked about the miles traveled, like when in today's game, where you gotta switch from 1 to 5 and pick up shooters on the perimeter and dive off the screens and get under screens, get over screens, fight over screens, play full into the court. Like defensively, bro, it's a lot of shit that you got to do today as opposed to what you had to do back then. I mean, not to say it's players that couldn't do that back then, but it wasn't players much of responsibility to do that back then. Back then, your 5 man had to block shots, rim protect. He wasn't supposed to be on the perimeter guarding shooters and being out on shooters. Your 4 man was your chase down artist, or your 3 man was your do everything type of defender. You could put him on anybody. Your 2 guard, all he had to do was play passing lanes and get over screens to fight over the Reggie Millers and the Ray Allens, and your point guard had to guard the ball handler. You know what I'm saying? So like realistically, it's a lot of things you got to deal with when it comes to injury. I like in today's game, I always got to
Yo,
say
my audio good?
nothing. Yeah, your audio good now, but
Yep.
well, I always got to say when it comes to today's game, bro, nothing good can come from playing defense, especially when you're playing too much of it and you ain't providing enough offense. When you ain't providing enough offense, bro, I don't give a shit what you do on defense, bro. Like it's teams out here scoring a buck 30, buck 40. You know what I'm saying? So like realistically, it's an offensive lead and it's gonna continue to go that way, bro. Like because the game is getting much faster and faster and faster. But go ahead, whoever was next, bro.
Yeah. Well, basically, I think all of us spoke to the injury side of what we was discussing. I did wanted to start it with Iceman. Me and Iceman started the show, so again, like he said, that segment handled that. And I'm saying, I was gonna get into the precap, man. Somebody tag Big Ox, man. We play the Kings next.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
Let me tag Bobby punk ass real quick, man. Fuck out of here. Yeah, let me get him. Bobby.
Yeah, tag Bobby, man. I meant to
Yeah,
tag him, but like I
Bobby
said,
don't
I
do
somebody
was
no
said
shit.
we don't we
He ain't
we really win against the Kings or something.
something
Last
like that.
part.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna lie, they beat the
Um,
shit out of us last time, bro. Like the last two, 3 times or something like that. I don't even remember, but I mean. Yeah, I get Bobby up in here, man, because he gonna co-sign it anyway, man. Shit, he ain't got shit to do. Bobby, bring your big flat foot ass up in here. You ain't doing shit. Um, but I don't know how we could be. I mean, well, that nigga. Listen, just quiet as kept. That nigga De'Aaron Fox. I think he had like 50 something in like 2 straight games or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck. That nigga was going crazy.
He been on
I ain't gonna
fire.
lie to you, bro. And I don't know if I told y'all about this before the season. I said the thing that we were gonna struggle with the most is them crazy ass, wild ass backcourts. You look at the games that we lost. We lost against the Pistons. They got our wild ass backcourt in Cade and Ivy, young up and down backcourt. You look at the game we lost yesterday against the Sixers. They got Maxi and the nigga that wear nail polish. So like realistically, bro, like I mean, like these young backcourts, bro, like I don't think we really got nothing for these niggas because they get up and down the court and they score with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? When they get going, bro, that's probably that. I think realistically, that is probably like our biggest Achilles heel as a team, bro. We don't have nothing against these backcourts that could just that got guards, young guards that could just go off. We don't. Like we really don't, bro. Like that's been our problem.
I mean,
Last
I
year,
think Zaire Williams is pretty good. Jalen Wilson, but you got to put him in a rotation at the same time.
my nigga, bruh. Listen, when I tell you we don't have nothing for the backcourts, we don't have nothing to match that shit. Then
Mm.
at the end of the day, bro, like those type of backcourts, they're hunting mismatches all day. I'm looking at the fourth quarter. I'm saying to myself, why the fuck is Cam Thomas on Maxie when Maxie
Right.
is going downhill?
Right.
Why is that shit happening, bro? That shit is unexcusable to me. That's just a bad
Crazy
career
thing
move.
is, yeah, at
Maxie,
one point it was Dennis Schroeder and Cam Thomas was the highest scoring backcourt in the league at one point. Safe to say
yeah,
that's not the case anymore, but yeah,
yeah,
the
that
backcourt
that shit
problem is
went
an
left
issue.
quick.
Yeah, the backcourt.
That backcourt problem is definitely an issue because the thing is, we don't know how to we don't know how to we barely know how to defend it, and we damn sure don't have nothing to counter react it.
Because the reason why you can't counter-react it, right, is I talked about this before, is because Nick switches in and out of the lineup, and Ben switches in and out of the lineup as centers. So as they asked Ben last in the last game, you know what I'm saying, about him, Jordy, trying to get him to shoot 10 shots. Well, he's like, well, I'm switching positions because I was getting comfortable coming off the bench with those guys, but now I'm playing center. I got to play a different role. And then Nick is going to come back, so I'm going to have to switch back to another role. You know what I mean? And that messes up everything with Dennis and Cam because they don't play the same. You know what I'm saying? That messes up the chemistry with those starting five, and then it messes up the chemistry with the bench. And that's what I've been talking about. Ben needs to play. He needs to stay. Jordy needs to figure out a way to make Ben stay on the bench with those guys so they can get familiar and let Cam and Dennis figure that out in the starting rotation.
I agree with you, but with Ben on the bench rotation. By the way, Star Traffic, bro, like yo, if you don't believe that Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox is a young, energetic backcourt, bro, like then you need to go watch some more Sacramento games. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, you're absolutely right. You was talking about Ben taking over the second unit before because he don't have to be on the court at the same time as what's important. The problem with that is Clash is hurt. That's the problem. So
Right.
they forced to put Ben in the five spot to like to like make sure you have a screen man and somebody that could push the pace off of rebounds, shit like that. Just little shit just to give the offense an extra boost, bro. Like while you still got Cam and Screw on the court, even in the starting lineup, because like defensively, Ben can still give you something. The problem is outside of scoring, bro. Like the pace he could give you, the passing he could give you, the screening, shit like that. Like the play that him and Cam Johnson got where he come off the fucking screen like this nigga's Reggie Miller. That shit is elite. I ain't gonna lie to you, but realistically, bro, like the real common denominator in this is and I'm glad Jay is here. Is that it's the fact that Claxton is playing hurt, and we don't have no timetable for when Dayron is coming back. But
Uh-oh.
Jay is here, man. He can
Why you
talk that shit.
why you said you glad I'm here? What happened?
Nah, because we was talking about the how to get Ben on the take over the bench unit, and I was telling them, bro, like the reason why we starting Ben, he starts at in kind of the 4 and 5 spot. Well, realistically, they say Finney, but I believe it's Ben starting at the 5 spot.
Oh,
But
you want me to tell you how to get him to take over the bench unit? I got the perfect idea. Leave his ass on the goddamn bench. Just leave him
but
there.
That's a great
but but
solution,
but
Jay.
but no,
Yo,
That's how he could take over the bench
Jay,
unit.
no,
He could be
no,
the
you know what it
bench
is?
mob president.
No,
Jay,
yo, Jay, you know what it
hey
is? You
Jay,
Not
glue his
Jay,
only
ass
is
hold
to
on,
a
he a
hold on.
bench.
client,
No,
but
no,
he's
no,
the
yo, Jay.
motherfucking president.
But nah, Jay, let me like the thing about that is like now you start Clax who's still playing through a shoulder injury, and now we hearing that he got some back soreness and shit, bro. Like my thing is
Yeah, because he taking advice from Brokeback Ben. Like,
Wait, when did he hurt his shoulder? I thought it was his hamstring, Leaf. When was it his
no.
shoulder?
His shoulder was before the season. His back, I don't know where that shit came from, bro. Like
yo,
I
Man.
don't know.
bro,
Summertime.
when your veteran is on the bench collecting money for years, talking about my back hurt, you probably be like, oh shit, my back might hurt too. But when your veterans is out there
But
balling,
after you sign for 4 years, 100 mil, you talking about your back hurt?
That's
if that's
nasty,
if
yo.
that's
That is
what
nasty.
if that's what you looking up to, and you
Nah.
see how the nigga that's
Nah,
buying,
bro.
you see how when you go to Paris, the nigga that's buying all of the dinners and shit like that, not even playing. Know what I mean? You be like, oh shit, I could do that too.
Yo, Jay,
Wow.
Jay,
Nah, bro.
yo, Jay,
That,
Jay, Jay,
Just
come
like
on, no, no,
just like if you got
Jay.
KD on your team, you be like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna work harder. Know what I mean? I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go out there practice all my shots. And then
Wait,
when you got Ben as your veteran, see what happens?
hey, yo,
wow.
Jay, hold up, wait. This sound like a lot. This sound like a lot of shots has been
No,
being
hold on, hold
fired
on,
right
hold on,
now,
hold on,
bro.
hold on,
Hold
hold
on.
on, hold on, hold on. Let me say this. I think Jay making a lot of sense. Shout out to Jay. Subscribe to his page because even a dude on Portland, I think Michael Porter Jr. brother, he got busted trying to take a cheap route. You know what I mean? Like, yo, trust me, put $50 on me scoring 2 points tonight. I guarantee you that I'm only gonna score
Ooh.
2 points. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Wow.
bro,
Let's
they be
stop.
trying to get slick, get the bag without working for it. They get the bag and then they passion
Let,
ain't
let,
there. Bro, hold on,
Man.
okay, hold
hold on.
on.
Listen. I think there's a lot of times passion go different places. Me and Iceman started the podcast is when injuries. If they got to play through injuries, you got to see if their passion's still there. If they get a big contract, you got to see if their passion's still there. And then after they win a championship, you got to see if their passion's still there. It take a different kind of desire and passion to want to get multiple championships. Some get one championship and just be good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. I got one. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. Some players don't get none. So they got different perspectives. So I'm just saying that to say, I mean, it's levels to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's so yeah,
I think the
you
nigga Jay. I think
some
the nigga Jay
some want it,
opened up
some don't.
Pandora's box with that bullshit that he just said, bro. Like, listen,
Nah,
if you
that's
telling
something.
me
That's not a hypothetical I gave you. That's some real shit. That really happened.
It's
listen,
interesting, man.
it is it. Listen, it could be interesting, but if you telling me that's the case, and the nigga that just signed for 4 years, 100 mil is looking up to Ben, then why do we still got a nigga in Cam Johnson that's playing some of the best basketball of his life right now? And he just signed, bro, for 4 years, 100 mil last year. He's still in that contract. He ain't got a new contract coming up. It ain't like he on it ain't like he on an expiring deal and he looking
What
for
the
new
fuck
money.
that got to do with what I said?
Yeah, and that's a
My th-
Sean
my th-
Mark.
my
Wait, wait, Leaf. That's a Sean
my
Marks
thing is
thing. Leaf, that's a
my
Sean
thing
Marks
is that
thing,
don't
though.
for my like a lot of what you said, bro. Like I'm just trying to look for the correlation of it on our team. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So because when you telling me that Clax is working harder, just like all right, yo, I'm gonna work harder because KD in there, bro. Like I could just block shots. He could take care of the scoring shit. And then with Ben, I could just take his advice. All right, yo, let's get like 4 years, 100 mil, and then I could just I got a back injury now. You know what I'm saying? I got a shoulder injury now. I got this and that the third. My thing is like I'm trying to find a correlation with other players on that team, where they might do some shit like that as well.
Nah, but
Because
you gotta look at the younger players looking up to the older players, not the fucking niggas that's the same age as them niggas.
Nah, but not
yeah, no,
only
I know
that,
what you're saying, but Clax is
because
25 though.
and Clay, and he had to
Clax is
get an
25.
epidural
He's about to
recently,
be
bro.
he should be in
Yeah,
the peak of
Ben
his
was the
powers.
first nigga getting epidurals.
No,
Yeah,
wait.
but
You know why
Ben
Claxton
got
got
his
hurt his
epidural 2 years
wait,
ago.
wait. You know why Claxton got hurt his back? Remember, everybody was saying Coach Jordy had one of the roughest training camps of Brooklyn history. Like these guys were getting hurt in this training camp. So I don't know what they did with Claxton. You know what it was? Jordy said he had lift up these weights, and that's how Claxton hurt his back. The dude's never lifted weights in his life. Like seriously.
Yo. So wait. All right. So pivot to another story. So John, you telling me that him and Dayron was in the weight room, bro, and Dayron was out there gunning for like 450, gunning like 450, 500, and then the nigga Clax tried to see if he could do around the same shit, and
Yes.
that's how he hurt his back.
I mean,
Come
Lee,
on, bro.
remember the
Like,
coaches we had before Jordy? We had Jock Ford and Steve Nash, who didn't do any type of training. One of them tried to be a teacher, lecturing them on radical theory, while the other guy's like, "Hey guys, you're doing well on losing 12 straight." That's who the coaches we had, man. So Jordy's not that type of coach. He's like, get in the weight room and bulk up, or get off my team. And it seems Claxton and Dayron couldn't handle it so far. So here's your story.
look, man. Hey, man. Listen. If that's the case, if they can't handle the speed and the tempo and the weight management of how he want his team to play in the off season and bringing them in there, and you telling me niggas like Zaire Williams who still look like he weigh a buck 20, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Real shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like dead ass, bro. Like Zaire on some days, bro. I'll be looking at games. He dead ass look like Big Fan Breezy to me, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, but nah. But
Yeah, that's
if
funny.
you
So
Wow.
if if you telling me that Clowny, who else we got? Who else we got? That's on the frail side of things, bro. Like we got a whole bunch of frail niggas on this roster. If you telling me that they survived this training camp and Clax and Davron could not,
yeah, I ain't frail. I don't know why you said that. I ain't frail, and you can't beat
Wait,
me in
whoa,
basketball.
damn.
And you can't beat me in basketball. Let them know one more time.
that's nigga.
Yo,
That's only cause I ain't supposed to be on the
Leaf,
court, bro. Like my foot is bad, bro.
Leaf. This is what I be trying to say about you because you be coming on here like the original #1 Brooklyn nigga, and this nigga done called you out twice. And in Brooklyn, all call outs is mandatory, and you let this
No, they
nigga call
not.
you. No, you let this nigga call you out for a battle. I mean, a damn debate, and you decline like 37.2 times. And you let this nigga call you out to a one-on-one basketball game, and you ain't gonna do shit, nigga. I ain't gonna let that shit slide, nigga.
Jesus.
Wait, who
First
I
challenged
off,
ain't,
Leaf?
hold on.
Wait,
I'm
who's the
not,
guy
hold
that
on,
challenged
first off,
Leaf?
first
hold on.
off,
I
first off.
listen. Hold on. I'm not saying, listen, you said I'm calling him out. He calling me out. He always saying some slick
No,
shit,
I
some
feel
extra
you.
shit. So I
I
feel
did
Look,
like,
not say
all
no
I'm
slick
saying is,
shit, bro.
look, he
Stop,
be
bro.
no,
Y'all niggas feel offended by everything that I
he
look,
say,
said,
bro.
hold on,
Like,
no. He
hold
said,
on.
no. He
Okay.
said frail. Zaire
No, I
wasn't saying
heard him.
frail. This nigga a whole professional athlete. Nigga, you can't jog up the block with him. Your ass be exhausted halfway up the
I
block. What
mean,
you
but yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. Of course, my nigga,
Bro, I
because I'm
heard
not
him. And then I
conditioned,
heard
bro.
you tell him what you told him. Like, but you can't beat me, nigga. And he was quiet. And he be getting quiet when you be calling him out, bro.
First off, I don't be getting quiet when he called me out. Second off, bro, all the debates that he challenged me in had everything to do about prediction. It didn't have anything to do about the debate itself, bro. Like it wasn't nothing to
No,
debate.
but
I
if
told you
if
was
you
no
debate,
debate from the beginning.
if y'all got two opposite opinions, if y'all debate them, people is going to see whose opinion sounds better. That's what the
No,
debates are.
no, but that's not what our debates was fixated on. It was fixated on prediction, what's going to happen down the line. Every that we ever argued about was debated about how the season was going to go and how everything was going to go down the line. Everything that I ever declined, bro, and said, this shit ain't going to happen. And he said, this shit ain't going to happen. And he said, everything that was all fixated on what's going to happen down the line. So it wasn't no debate to begin with. Second, bro, I can't get on the court, nigga, because I don't got no foot, nigga. That's why
Oh,
it's
so
over. It's
okay.
over, bro. Like, nigga, it's done. It's
Oh,
done. Done deal,
damn.
bro. Done deal. So that's none of the above. Second, bro. Third, bro. I only said
All
that
right.
shit, bro,
Well,
because
listen. Take
I
all that
strongly,
bass out your voice with the messed up foot. Then.
nigga, I got bass in my voice.
Oh.
What a messed up foot. What the fuck? Nigga said, take all the bass out my voice with a messed up foot. I'm still,
Yo.
nigga.
Somebody got to get NBA 2K and let Leaf and Jay go at it, man, because this is building
Yo,
up right
nah,
now.
no funny shit. I can't even play 2K. I'm trash at 2K, yo.
Oh,
Play,
okay.
I can play Madden though, but I'm trash
I
at
Mhm.
play
2K.
2K seldomly, bro. Like Madden, I'll never get back on that shit. Them niggas cheated me 100 times over, bro. I'm not doing that. Nah, nigga recovered a fumble, bro, twice on the
Let,
same fumble, on the same
let,
play, bro. Ran that shit back for like 99 yards. I was out
let-
of there.
let's play NBA Jam, nigga.
NBA Jam, I'm dunking on your ass, bro. Like,
I'll play that. Let's play that then.
yo,
Yo,
I play that shit. Dunking on you. I'm dunking on all you niggas, bro. First nigga to get down there, bro. Try to give me the lane, bro. I'm dunking on all them niggas, bro. So, try to stop it. But nah. But what I was saying was, bro, like I like everything that Jay's saying, bro. Like it doesn't correlate to the rest of the team for some reason, right? And you talked about the age difference and all that shit. Cause Cam Johnson's what like 28, 29, and the
Yo,
nigga
bro.
Clax is like
Not to cut
25.
you off again, my fault. But I have been telling y'all that Clack's been looking up to Ben since last year with all this fashion shit and
Oh
Oh, we're so over
start
the
wearing all
fashion
these weird
model.
ass
damn.
outfits And look, what it
Oh
was is
shit!
I told y'all what it was. Dating models. They start dating models, getting around all these weird fashion designers, and they want to dress them up to come into the thing. And that's I don't know him, Kuzma, Ben, all these dudes. They be on the same type time.
Hey,
Listen, Jay, you're not far off. It makes sense, bro. But like, I'm not questioning Clack's effort. I'm not questioning if Clax want to play, and he just got $100 million. Like niggas could get way more money than $100 million, bro. Like
facts.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Just sit out and be like, I'm gonna get on my Ben Simmons. I'm gonna get on my Ben shit, bro. Like since he got paid, and he was sitting
Yeah,
down, bro.
I
Like
I play in contract year. You know what I mean?
Nah, but Ben got super paid before. You know what I mean? Like Ben did some
yeah,
shit
Ben got
before he
super
got that.
paid.
Super paid, man.
Nigga,
Before he got
100
They
that
got
million
super
super
contract.
paid.
paid to me, nigga.
I
Give
know.
me a
Right,
hundred
He
million.
they
Let
got
me
making
sit
super
on the bench.
chat. They got super paid Ben
Give me a hundred
Simmons.
million to sit on the bench. Nigga, I'll be the best bench sitter you ever seen, bro. I have
Yo,
on
let's go,
mad fly
Jay.
outfits. I be looking at the camera, winking and shit.
Yo, Jay, you should sneak on the Brooklyn bench, man, at a game. You should, man. If I see you on TV, say, yo, it's Jay.
Yo,
Right.
Ben did his thing before he got that contract, though, bro. So if Clack's looking up, he better look to see what Ben did before he got that contract. But that 100 million ain't
That
nowhere
100 million
close.
is that 100 million is Scooby
So
Snacks compared to what they
wait,
paid Ben, my nigga. Like,
Right,
come
what
on,
kind
man.
of
exactly.
what
Scooby
contract did they
Sacks
sign
is
Ben to?
awesome
It was
meme,
like
man.
200 million or something.
Yeah, something like that.
That
Something
nigga
like
must have
that.
got like 215 or some shit, bro. I don't
Yeah,
remember,
cause
bro.
for
Like
it to
he
be
get
for the last year to be 40 million, and what was it, a 5-year contract or a 4-year
mm-hmm.
contract?
Well, it was a 5 year. He had 3 good years,
Five.
and then he signed the deal, I believe, and that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Nah,
That nigga had 2 good years.
he had
Oh,
5 good
two.
years.
That's right. Those two
Ben
match
had
good
5.
years.
He had 5 good years because he had 2 defensive and 3 All Stars.
Oh, you're
On
talking
the
about before? So you're talking about good Ben before that Hawks game, is what you're
yeah,
trying to say?
Yo,
yeah,
Okay.
Ice.
You can't
yeah.
I,
When he got
explain shit to clowns, Ice.
yo,
Come on, bro.
Was
Iceman,
that
I
your
want
thing, Chris?
that.
I was looking for you yesterday, bro, because
Yo,
I've been.
yo, hold on, Chris. Yo, early. Don't call nobody clowns. I know if that was you
That's
on
clown
there.
talk, bro. I mean respectfully. That's
Nah,
clown
I'm saying,
talk.
hold on. I'm just saying,
Cause like
disagree with it. Hold on. What I'm saying is, if disagree with it, I don't care if you disagree with it, but if you take it there, then it could just go other
no,
places.
no,
And I
that's
don't
right.
want to. I don't.
I'm I'm respectful king.
Hold on.
I'm
Yeah,
respectful
yeah,
king.
yeah. Yeah. That's all I'm asking you to do. Just
Word,
again, if
word,
you can disagree with any and everybody, I don't care. But
word.
once you start taking it out of context, calling a man out his name, that's where I have no jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Just respect everybody and just disagree with them respectfully.
Word. I got you, breezy.
Appreciate you. All right, go ahead, Joe.
yeah, Jake, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you about that Ben layup last night, man. I really
Oh
had that.
shit, not that shit, bro.
I
Not that
really had
shit.
that shit on like repeat on my TV
Yo,
over and
he
over
got
again,
blocked by the rim,
trying to walk
guys.
myself
He got
through
blocked
how
by
he
the
could have
rim.
missed that because Jalen Wilson chased that rebound down, made a great pass to Ben at the basket, and I was like, was there water on the ball or something? And then I'm like,
No.
it couldn't have slipped out his hand because Jalen Wilson had a great grip on it to grab
Hey
it
yo,
so it
Can
wouldn't
I
fall.
Hey yo.
hey
can
yo.
I ask a question? What can I ask a
Hey
question?
Yo,
yo, this
hey,
nigga did
nah.
not just say. He did not
And
just say he had that shit on repeat, bro. I just
That
went to
gotta
the
play
bath.
pause.
Yo, bro.
yo, I had
Oh,
that
my
shit on
stomach.
repeat. And I was like,
Yo,
yo, I
why?
need a Ben
Yo, wait,
Simmons
Jay, did
fan
you
to
see the deep
explain
wait,
this to me.
Jay,
I
did you see
need
the
hold
defense
up.
of that rim, man? That rim was like, Ben, you can't score tonight. Ben's like,
Yo,
okay.
that rim was the size of fucking extra large pizza, bro. That shit was it was right there, bro. And
That nigga is the size of extra
Yo,
large
Yo,
Jay,
pizza.
Jay,
Iron Eagle's reaction was
You
priceless.
know
When he
what's
looked at you, he's like,
crazy?
oh, damn, Ben just screwed that up.
You
yo,
know what's
I just
crazy,
needed a
bro?
Ben Simmons
The
fan
night
to
we went to
explain
the
that to me,
game,
man.
bro. The night we went to the game, bro, we saw Memphis. Like I get outside, I run around the corner, I see this nigga Jay, bro, and what's in his hand? A big ass fucking pizza. I said, what?
Nah,
Yo,
nah,
that's awesome.
I had went I had went to Artichoke because he said he was still driving on the way there. So but he found parking
I'm
quick
like,
though.
yeah, I
Wow.
found parking done quick, my nigga. I parked like up the block. I'm like, yo, this nigga said he had to lay up on repeat because I'm picturing that shit. Cause
bro.
somebody played the 5 second reel on Twitter, bro, and I was like, if I don't tag Ice in this, if I tag Ice in this, I'm gonna be wrong as hell, bro. Like I know I
Word to
ain't get.
mother. Word to mother. I posted it on Bree's page, but I ain't want to tag Ice on Twitter because I thought that was
I didn't want to
extra.
tag him
So
on Twitter. Yeah,
I'll say
I
I'll
didn't
wait till
either.
I see him so I can ask
Yo,
him.
I would
I
have
didn't
deleted.
either. I didn't want to
No,
tag
Damn,
Ice
like,
no,
on.
yo,
damn,
I
like,
was
Iceman,
like,
Yo,
Iceman, no,
yeah.
because you only be tagging me in good shit about my niggas, so I ain't want to tag you in no bad shit about your man.
I didn't either. I didn't either. I
Out of
felt the same
Now
respect,
way.
bro,
I
that's
but
a
was
I
like,
did want to ask
bromance.
you.
I would have deleted that shit. You know what I'm saying? I would have took
No,
myself out of the
Ice, come
whole
on, Ice. You
conversation.
don't believe it,
You know
man.
what I
Come
mean?
on.
Like, yo,
he said I
yo,
would
for
have
real,
deleted it.
I don't know how you missed that. I don't know how you missed that. I don't got
and
no answer for
look,
you, bro. Because
look, look. This my
I'm
I,
answer.
like
Ice,
you.
did you see the defense
Look,
from that
this
rim,
my
man?
answer,
Ben couldn't
Ice.
do
Let
it.
him finish, yo. He
This
was
my
just
answer,
saying he ain't
Ice.
got no answer.
He
He was
won't.
saying he agreed with us.
He won't
Yeah,
be
I
the
ain't got no
first, and he
answer.
won't
I
be the
put this shit
last.
on replay of myself, looking at it like, bro, what? He smacked the backboard and everything. Like, how did the ball just go straight back, bro? Like, I don't
Bro.
understand that. You know what I'm
Ice,
saying? He act
Ice.
like he had it. He was about to put it in easy. You know what I'm
He
saying? And that shit just went back. I'm like, bro, what the fuck was that, bro? Like, what'd
he
you
he
just do?
he
He
wasn't
fucked
the
up a
first.
Cam
He
Thomas
look. He
assist
wasn't
and
the
all
first,
that,
and he
man.
won't be the last.
Yo,
He
multiple Cam
messed up
Thomas
He
Cam.
could have missed that
assists.
shot. He won't be the
Word,
first.
bro.
He wasn't the first. He won't be the
Multiple.
last.
It's Philly, I think.
That's a
Now
fact.
that y'all talking about it, it had to be just because it's Philly.
Yo, they were booing him every time he had the ball. Every time he got booed, he passed the ball, man. He was synchronizing it. He's not a dumb guy. He was synchronizing every boo and passing the ball, man. It was wild.
I think he would have done that shit regardless, bro.
Oh yeah,
That
that's true
nigga
too.
is
That's true
retarded.
too. Passive Simmons.
It is what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a
Never
mental thing,
fails, bro.
but
Always with the dumb stuff.
I don't know,
What
bro.
happened? Who's this?
Hold
What?
on, hold on, Chris. What you want to say?
Yeah,
Because you
yeah, because
critiquing
Chris
everything.
is fuming. He was calling me a clown in the comments. What's going
Yeah,
on, Chris?
Wait, what?
I'm not
Like,
What's
talking
He
going
ain't
about.
on,
clown.
Chris?
Yo,
You
nah,
here?
Jay's Brooklyn
right,
family, man. He ain't no clown. He Brooklyn
Like,
right.
family.
No,
Facts,
no, but
facts,
he obviously disagrees with my
no,
Claxton
I'm
opinions, and
basically.
it's
I'm
okay.
not
But you,
calling. I'm
look,
not
hold on,
calling
you
him.
got to understand hyperbole as well. Now, I mean,
facts.
some of this stuff is in jest. Now, I mean, so, but
I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean,
We want
but
to
it's
know.
just
Yeah,
like
you saying giving you sports
that
from
stuff
our
is just
view.
wild.
You just.
This nigga sighing and shit, deep sigh every time.
No, you ain't
Go
making
ahead.
me say nothing. My mic was off. I was letting y'all talk.
No. But what we saying is in the chat, your name is giving you sports from my view. So we want to
Yes,
hear
sir.
sports from your view.
Yeah,
We want to
yeah.
hear from your view because you this to you is unfathomable and you sound unsatisfactory. So we want to know
Yeah. So
what's
look.
satisfactory. Talk to us, man.
So the takes about Clax picking up after Ben is just wild. Like Clax is his own man. Why would he follow Ben's fashion thing, and then he's talking about how he picking up after Ben with the injury. Like, come on, bro. Who the fuck just? I mean, excuse me. Who just goes to say, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna hit my back," because Ben
Hold up,
is
wait.
like
So
Nah, Ben
like
being
telling
his
what?
role
hold on,
model is kind of
time out. Let
crazy
me
though.
talk to him. He asking
That's
about my
wild.
take. So you telling me that a younger player can't pick up on a veteran player's bad habits or good habits? If you have somebody on your team older than you, like showing you good habits, you may follow those things. If you see bad
Okay,
habits,
look now. Check this. How many years have Clanks been in the league? Is he a rookie?
5.
Five.
Okay,
Word. Word.
So
He still ain't like a
why would he just say I want to
veteran.
pick
He's
up
still
pick
in the
up Ben's
beginning
habit?
of his
He's a
career.
veteran himself.
He's still in
How
the
does that even
beginning of
make
his
sense?
career.
Huh?
I mean, he a vet for
I
the
didn't hear.
Nets because he been on the Nets for so
Yeah, but
long.
He's been
he's
on the
not like
Nets
a
for so long.
seasoned vet. He's in the beginning of
Hold on.
vet status.
Come on, bro.
Hold on, Jay. Hold on, Jay. Chris. Let's get your view on Clax. What do you think about Clax? Oh, first of all, you're a Nets fan, of course, I imagine, right? But
Yep.
what do you think about Clax from last season to this season? Like, what's your view of Clax?
I think Clanks, like what I see from out there, obviously, he's not fully healthy. But what I do see from him, he looked like he wants the ball a bit more.
Huh?
But that's not his role. Like he not that, and he feels as though he's that guy, but like, yeah, that's what I see from Clanks. Like, and then sometimes he'll be a bit out of control. He do got some stuff with him. But
He need to stop doing that dumbass hook shot and go to the goddamn closer to the basket.
He did a
yeah,
funny
yeah,
shot
but you know,
against Philly last
And
night,
look,
which was good.
and
You got to
look,
do that more,
Chris,
though.
you don't know me like that, bro. I'm a Clax fan. I've been a Clax
I
fan,
feel like
but
he could get that hook shot off though. Like I mean, like
no, it be dropping
Not
sometimes, but it
always,
miss
Lee. Not
sometimes too, and
always.
he need to get closer to the rim.
yeah,
I
but
mean,
Right.
he
Like
got the wing, but
and
he got
look,
the wing,
look.
but Jay,
Oh,
he got the
time
wingspan
out,
for
time
that
out.
shit though.
Another thing I feel like he learned from Ben. If he's
oh,
fading away,
here we
look,
go.
if he's fading away from the basket, he can't get fouled. If he's going towards the basket, he could get a foul. But guess who don't want to shoot foul shots?
Come on with this.
There
No,
you go.
you know
That's
what?
a
I,
wild
You
yo,
know what
take,
I,
Claxton?
Jay.
yo,
Wait,
Jay,
That's a
Jay,
wild
wait,
take,
wait,
Jay.
wait, wait. You know what
Jay,
Claxton?
yo, Jay, I
Wait,
I
think you
said that
reaching,
since
bro. When
last
it comes
year,
to the
bro. I
bench,
hate
No
when he
way.
takes that shot because he's fading away from the basket. He's never gonna get a call going that way.
Mm,
You gotta initiate the contact. You gotta get to the
mm,
rim to get that call.
right, right,
I mean, Jay,
right.
I think.
Hold up.
Listen, I think a lot of the Ben references that you making in it regarding the Clacks, bro. Like, I think it's a bit of a reach in terms of like
A
Bro, it's
big,
a bit of a
a
joke.
huge
It's a
reach.
bit of a joke, but the coincidences is starting to add up.
No, it's well,
I'm
yo,
convinced
Jay.
because you tell
I'm
yourself
convinced
something
Ben and
over and
Yo,
Nick
over,
are
you
this
start
nigga
thinking.
twins.
Jay,
They're
Jay,
twins.
bro, what you been watching? Matlock, nigga, bro.
Right. Yo.
Yo,
No, he
what?
he been watching Locked On. He been watching Locked On Nets. That's what he
He
been watching.
said,
Yeah, come on,
Madlock, I'm
Chris.
Man,
Chris,
hold
crying.
on,
Iceman
hold on,
Nick's a
hold on,
cool
hold on,
guys,
hold on,
man.
hold on.
Come
Don't
on,
He
get
ever
off
watching
try
that
to
Locked
dude.
On
sully
Nets.
up my
Get off
my
that
fucking
dude.
takes. Like I watch
Yeah,
other sports
Locked on
basketball
Nets.
Yo,
shows.
that's what
I don't
BK Hoop
Right.
says to
Hold on,
me,
hold on,
I
man.
hold
don't
on.
Ain't
even
nothing
No,
watch
no,
like
no, no,
this,
sports
no.
basketball
Hold
shows.
on.
I
No, no,
came
no.
on here
Wait,
because
John,
Big
let us
Man
just
Breezy
happen.
got a show, and that's
All
my
right,
Right.
man's. I don't listen to none of these other niggas. What's wrong with y'all?
Right. Let John let John let this happen between Jay and Chris.
All right.
I want this to happen because he had a lot to say about Jay, and Jay be on the panel. He's a regular on this channel. And he be holding it down. Now again, with to Jay's point, it might sound funny, but some of it sound like a lot of coincidence. And again, Jay
Uh,
I like his takes. I don't think
look.
he be having. Hold on. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't think he be having. I like his content. I don't think he be having clown takes. And I be laughing. I just think that he's funny. But
Yeah.
that
See,
being said,
see.
but hold on. But that
But
being said, let's get to it. How do you feel about Dayron Sharp, Chris? And then we gonna go to Jay.
I
I
feel
want to
like.
ask you about Dayron Sharp, Clowney, and Clax. So so
All right. So I'm
talk
gonna
to me.
start
How do
with.
you feel about Dayron Sharp first?
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with Dayron. He's like a hybrid big. He's like Clax in a way. They both like got kind of like the same game. They don't have no true post game. You can't dump the ball down low and say, give me something. You know what I mean? They're not those type of guys. They both run the floor. They can protect the rim. Although they run on defense, he can defend the five a bit better than Clax, and he lacks the perimeter defense that Clax has. So that's where they're different in terms of that part of the defensive side of the ball. And I do feel like Dayron is a better rebounder, like just about a little bit. But yeah, they one in the same. And then Clowney, I like him. I like that he could space the floor. But at times I feel like he gets too happy with the three. Like I feel like he sometimes he shoot it sometimes where he don't need to. Sometimes you could just hit him with the up fake and then go make a move, or if you do or how the defense is playing you, you can pass it out. And he's soft. He seemed a bit soft too. Like I don't like it, bro.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Jay, how you feel about what Chris said? You agree with him?
I agree with a lot of stuff that he was saying. He was saying a lot of stuff that makes sense. Besides the fact that, like he said, Dayron is a better rebounder by a little bit, and Dayron is the best
Uh-huh.
rebounder on this team, bar none,
No,
by a
Right,
lot.
yeah, no, that's fair.
right, by a
But
And
lot of bit.
but yeah,
hmm
but
and
I was trying to give Flex something because he do rebound
Grace
a bit.
tried to give him grace.
Yeah, yeah, I try to give him that.
Nah, Dayron,
yeah,
I mean, but you could give him grace, but don't take away from Dayron. Dayron has
Oh
just
no,
got a
no.
knack for around the ball. I think it's he's better at catching a bounce pass in the post, but Clax is better on the alley oop.
Clowney not
Oh
soft
yeah,
neither.
sometimes they butterfingers too. Sometimes they add butter.
Clowney not soft neither. I
No,
hope
no,
Dayron can
no.
learn
He
how to
do.
set a
No,
screen
bro. He
this
do.
year.
He do show me some soft. How
He
to
gonna
like.
learn from that or not?
I'm.
Jay, he gonna learn from that or not?
Who?
They
Yeah, learn from Ben.
Is
They
Daymar
are.
gonna learn from Ben? I hope not, man. I hope not. Because he been
That's how
on the
you know
bench a
this
long
team is a
time.
special type
He been
of
on the bench a
crazy
long time
when
to start
learning from
this
Ben is
season.
like
No, LM. You know what Ben
Wait. Say
Yo,
teaches
again.
them?
bro,
Hold on. Hold on.
but yo,
Finances. He
No,
teaches
look,
them
let me say
I'm
something. Hold on. Let
joking
me
with
say
finances.
y'all
something real quick.
niggas,
Wait,
but
let me say something real quick.
I'm joking with y'all niggas, but at
Uh,
the same time, when that's your
mm.
veteran, what are you learning?
Wait. Okay.
Seriously,
So look.
you
Okay.
learning
Look.
something
Let
from
me
your
show you.
vets.
All
How to
right.
get a home in
Let me
Malibu?
respond to that. Let me respond to that. So this is what you can learn from a vet like Ben Simmons. He's been an All Star. How many times? 3. I'm pretty sure he knows the game. He sees the game pretty well. He's a vet.
No, hold on, Chris,
Wait. I'm not
Chris,
done. I'm done. Let
Chris.
me cook. Let me
Wait,
cook.
you
Let me
wasn't
cook. Let
up
me cook.
here. You
Hold on. Let me
wasn't
cook.
up
Let me
here.
cook, gang. Please, can
All
I
right,
finish
bro.
cooking? And then I'm
Bro,
gonna let you go.
this
Right.
nigga Ben
I just
Simmons'
want to say.
motor
I
is
just
the
want.
worst in the league. Like his scouting report from when he was
Okay. Bet.
drafted said he was terrible
Good.
at
Good.
being a
Good.
team
Good.
player. That's why Australia
Let me
didn't
finish.
want him back.
Look. No.
The
Let me.
Boomers didn't want Ben? Blimey.
No. No. Let me rebuttal. Let me rebuttal to that. Right. What did you just say? You just said that something about his athleticism or something like that. What you
No,
say?
his motor,
His motor. His motor.
his will to want to do this shit. Like his,
Mm,
I don't know, bro.
right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say go and look at a video of Ben Simmons. This was before the back surgeries, right? And see how he was moving compared to how he was doing now after the surgeries. And tell me, are they the same or not?
No, they not the same. That don't got nothing
Exactly.
to do. That don't got
So
nothing to do
that
with
should
what I
tell you
just
a
said.
lot.
That don't got nothing to do
Wait,
with what I
what?
just said, bro.
How does it not? You just said he doesn't have a
I'm
motor
saying when he was drafted, the
when he was
scouting
drafted.
report on him said, "Yo, this kid may not want to do this shit. He has all the
But
talent
what
in the
that's
world, but
mm,
he
mm,
may not want to play basketball. He might
mm.
not be doing this shit." Like, and that's the same shit he
You got to
give all
pull
the
that up. I
time.
got to see that. I got to see that. But then
Bro,
also,
we talked
look.
about it on this stream before, but
Okay, cool.
it's on
Look.
record. You can find it.
Right. Okay, that's cool and all. But what happened after that? He got drafted. They said all of that during his draft process, right?
Yeah.
All he did was become a 3-time All-Star, and then injuries came, and he was injured. He was injured, but when he got to the league, remember that he didn't even play. And then the next
Bro,
year, that's when he
I
became.
never been a Ben Simmons fan, so I'm not gonna remember
Yeah, I can
none of
tell.
that good
Yeah,
shit.
I can tell. I can tell.
I ain't gonna remember none of that
I can
good shit.
tell.
Yo,
I'm not trying to
the
convince
only
you.
thing I
All
know
I'm
about
doing
Ben
is pulling
Simmons
out
is from
facts.
Brooklyn. That's all I know about, and that's all I care about.
Right.
Wait, Ben Simmons is in Brooklyn? I had no idea.
Come
If
on, John.
a
See,
shell of himself
this
is
the
here,
bozo stuff I be
a
talking about.
shell of the guy that because when we traded for the dude, everybody said,
I'm starting to think Ben took John Girl or something. I don't
Yo,
know.
wait, Philly Chris,
Guy
are you giving me sports
on
reviews?
social
Is
media.
that your handle account?
Say it again.
Giving you sports review? That's you?
Yep. Yeah.
Yo,
That's
I
me.
thought that was a dude trolling me, man, on Twitter. I was talking about Ben Simmons. That was
No, that
you?
be you trolling. No, that be you
I
trolling.
troll. I call facts about him. Listen, this guy's the Bernie Madoff
Every
of
post, bro. Every
basketball,
time
man.
somebody
This
says something
dude's one of
about
the
that,
biggest con
like
jobs in
he's
sports
literally
so
history.
upset.
wait, Chris,
Like
you a Ben fan because you from Philly, right?
no, not because I'm from Philly, but I mean, obviously, yeah, that's how it started. Obviously, because he
So
got drafted in the Sixers.
And by the way,
so
Ben couldn't steal any of my girls, man. Ben has a bad record with women himself, by the way, if you kept track of that.
Yeah, I can see. Look, you see, you obsessed. You already
I ain't obsessed,
I,
bro.
I think
I'm
that
ready to be
that
off the Ben Simmons bandwagon like years ago. Like he does nothing for this team right now,
Yeah, but I'm saying you're obsessed, bro. Like every post somebody makes about Ben, here you go. Like
bro. That's
damn,
sarcastic
bro. Like
intent, man. You if
bro, how do you
why not
that's
expect
respond
corny
to
though.
it?
Like if I don't rock with a player, I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm not gonna
what
do
you
that.
expect niggas to say, bro? It
Yeah,
ain't
Right.
much
I'm
good
not
you
even
can say
saying
about the
Ben,
kid right
I'm
thank
not
now.
you
gonna
for
say
not being
nothing,
able to dunk a ball, Ben Simmons. Wow, good try, Ben. Like, was that what I was supposed to say?
bro.
Like, is that it?
I just gave you an explanation of why he don't have that athleticism like he did before. It's
Right. So
evident.
you
Mm.
giving us the
Sublime is
explanation on why he a bum now. He a bum now, even if you
I'm,
saying he was an all-star
no,
and his back
Damn.
started hurting. Now that his back hurt, he a bum. And that's
no.
why
He's
we
not a
talking about
bum.
him like that.
Oh my god, bro. He's not a bum. It's just that he's not the same Ben as he was. That's all. That's
Yeah,
that.
How
but
do you
Doesn't
how do you explain
no, I
Kelly Oubre
understand. Like,
dunking
but
over him
you as a
yesterday?
you
Ben
can't.
Simmons fan gonna say he not the same Ben, but everybody
Right.
else who not gonna say he a bum. You gotta understand that
Because
until
they,
he start
bro.
doing better.
Because look. This is my thing.
That
Because the
nigga's washed.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished, bro. Because
Larger
the
back.
national because the
Yo,
national
Luis.
media because the national media said that he was a
No,
bum. He was
because
this,
he
that, and
Wait,
missed
the
that
third.
what does the
layup.
national media
Damn,
have to
can
do
I
with Ben
finish?
having peer pressure
Hold on, let him finish.
problems?
Let him
Yo,
finish. Let him finish. Let him
Jesus.
finish.
he
Let him finish.
bipathized it though.
Look, here we go.
He is, but let him finish. Let him
No,
finish.
I'm dealing facts. I'm dealing facts. This is what I do. I deal in
Shout out
facts.
to
So,
Breezy.
Yo,
John,
no,
be quiet,
listen,
bro.
listen.
John, be quiet, bro.
Again, you
Be
don't
quiet.
gotta agree. That's my thing with this panel, bro. You don't gotta agree. I just want people to not talk over people. Just because you don't agree with a
Word.
person, don't mean you could talk over them. I disagree with all of us. Like we don't
Mm-hmm.
all agree on everything, so that's what make the show. You know what I mean?
Word.
And
Right.
we wind up getting to it, but at the end of the day, I just agree with Jay about him being a shell of himself. I'm not saying
I
he
mean,
not
yeah, it's no
talented.
secret. You can see. Blind man can see.
Right. If you, I don't know if you've seen you was commenting on the beginning part of the show. I think me and
Mm-hmm.
Ice was spot on. You
Yep.
know, I think we were right about just
And I think,
mentally what you
not to
have to
cut you
go
off,
through
Breezy. Not to
to
cut you
play
off, Breezy.
cautious through. But you are cutting me off. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah, my
But
bad. I was just
you have
It
to
happens,
uh,
bro.
you got to play
Breezy.
cautious through the injury. You know what I mean? And that's a mental thing. Sometimes it could hinder a player because of the confidence and I mean, you can't fault them for that, but at the end of the day, you know, they gotta prioritize their health without entertaining fans. So I
That's what I was
get
gonna say.
it, but at the end of the day, he has. I imagine he just
That
got
nigga's
a quota.
washed.
At the beginning of the segment,
Yo.
so that maybe they will
He
understand
got a
something.
quota. Nah, he
That
limits
nigga's
it.
washed.
He limits it. You know what I'm saying? These players become limited. You know what I mean? Limited is
Yeah,
a nice word, man. Limited
because
is a
like,
nice word.
look at like
He
this
not
is
a hundred
another
percent.
example. Like, look at James
That
Harden, bro.
nigga's
Like,
over.
yeah, James Harden could score. That been his game, right? But you see, if you watch James Harden, is he the same as he was like in Houston or OKC? Do y'all think that?
No, and he ain't gonna never be
Oh,
the
okay.
same. That's why he
Right.
over.
Oh, okay. That's a good example. All right, there we go.
But yeah,
So
we
that's all. You got to
if
look
we
at that.
had
That's
So
if
all
we
it
okay,
had
is.
so
James
you want
Harden
so
on this
you so you
team,
want you want us to word it better. That's what it is. All right, let me word it for. Let
No,
me
no,
word
no.
it
I'm
better
not
Oh,
for
here
you.
we go. Let's
I don't
go.
care about your words. I don't care how you word it.
yes, you
I'm just
do
giving
because we
I'm just
saying the
giving you
same thing.
examples.
You just making
You're
it
not
sound
listening,
nice. You
bro.
sugarcoating it.
No, I'm not. I'm giving you facts. Like,
Nah, you
y'all not
Nah,
sugarcoating
listening.
it, bro.
Chris
Ass
just
is
likes
It's
Ben
just
ass.
that
No
Simmons,
matter
man.
why you
That's
ask, you
all
it's
could give
just
me a
that
it
you
is.
reason
hate
why
it's
you
just that
ask,
y'all
but if you
hate.
ask, you ask.
It's just y'all hate
Nah.
it.
Yeah.
It's so you know what I mean, so up
I'm
there
trying not
that
to be as brutal as Jay right now, bro.
Bro,
That
that
nigga's
Yo,
washed, bro.
did you
nah,
see the
but
layup he
seriously,
missed the other day? Give
yo,
me
he
I'm
go
hold,
look,
listen.
wait. Let
look, let me
Chris
tell you
give an
something.
explanation for that because Iceman gave his. Why did he miss that layup? If it's just
Because
Nobody
he was
knows.
moving, he was reacting quick, and he's going to be he's not going to be he wasn't the first, and he's not going to be the last to miss a shot like that, man. Let's be for real.
so he's an NBA player making $40 million a year and he can't make a layup 2 feet from the rim,
Yo,
and
come on,
that's it.
Jay. Oh, that's nasty. That's
Oh my
nasty.
gosh.
I hate all
Yo,
you
nah.
niggas.
Yo, seriously,
Yo.
I think he related to him. Like that might be his
No,
cousin, bro.
no,
I ain't
listen,
gonna hold
No,
listen,
you,
no,
bro.
listen.
it might
I
be
say
cousin,
Chris
bro.
are Ben's personal lawyers. I'm convinced, man. I'm
Ice,
convinced.
no, Ice kept it
John,
real on that
you
one.
just say
Ice kept it real on
foolish
that.
stuff, bro. No need to listen
I
to
No,
him.
no,
always keep it real with
me and
Ben,
Ice
bro.
just kid around with each other. I'm just kidding with Ice. Me and Ice just kid around with each other, man. Billy Chris, different story.
But yeah, he's not the he's not the first that he's not going to be the last. It's,
So
like,
what? Missed
it
a two
happens.
feet layup?
Yeah, it happens. He wasn't the first, was he? Go look it up. It's all
Yo,
Well,
right.
I
guess
just
what?
know. Yeah,
Guess
Hey,
what?
but you
The
gotta
next
hold
nigga,
admit
the
that it's
next nigga that
terrible.
missed,
Like it's
the
a
next nigga
terrible,
that missed the
horrible
layup
thing.
right there, bro. Guess what? With like his ass, bro,
Oh
he is
my god,
washed too.
yo, that's
Simple.
crazy, bro. Listen,
He
hold
Simple,
on.
even
fucking
admitted
stop.
that that's a bad thing. He like, yeah, that's cool. Ben
I
could
didn't
do
say
that.
it was
You know what I
cool.
mean?
What?
Because he
I'm like,
used to be an
you
all-star,
can't
so it's
hear. You
fine. That
can't
don't mean he
hear.
ass now.
Hey,
Like,
Wait,
Joe.
I'm
Ben
not
Simmons was
listening
put
to
an
a
that,
statue
bro.
all-star?
up for this
What?
guy. Give him a
Benjamin
statue for missing
Simmons?
that layup.
They gave you two ears and one mouth so you can listen, bro.
Oh
Like, you
my
just so
gosh.
hyped to
I thought
talk
Ben
that you
Simmons
can't
was a
listen.
fashion
I never
model.
said that.
This is wild.
Hold on,
Hey,
hold on, hold
man.
on.
And I
Hold
think
on, hold
John
on,
is the
hold on.
groupie. I think John is the
Hold on. Yeah, hold on, chill. All I'm saying is, again, without calling any other content creators' names respectfully, bro, the dude's a 6'10", and he missed a
right.
2 foot layup. Regardless,
I'm
for
not.
you, listen, all I'm saying is, yeah, I imagine that another player it will happen to, but we were specifically talking about him.
We
But
talking about the
again,
three-time All-Star.
right, right, and again.
That nigga was a
on that on that note, listen, on that note, hold on. On that note, me and Iceman on the beginning top of the show was basically saying that as fans, we gotta realize that these players sometimes play through injury. But to the point, does this apply to as from fan to player on a 2 foot layup? No. Fuck that, bro. Make that layup. You
Yeah, yeah.
6'10",
I
still, bro.
agree.
Make that
I
layup,
mean,
bro.
yes,
Come
I
on.
agree. I'm
And
not.
I
I
ain't
don't
even
agree with.
asking you to dunk because you 6'10". Just make the layup though, bro. Come
I
on.
mean,
I'm
yeah, but
asking you
that's
to
what I'm
dunk
saying. I'm not saying I disagree. I agree with that.
because
Like you
I'm
should
not
have made that.
6'10".
But I'm
I'm
saying
asking you to get the fuck
realistically,
off the
it
court, my
happens.
nigga, if your back hurt that bad.
No, I talked about it earlier, so we ain't gonna go down that route. But look at Big Reese Thomas. So
Nah, we ain't gonna talk about it no more. Get your sorry ass off the court, nigga.
Yo, share the
Come on,
live,
man.
y'all. Are y'all not entertained?
Don't worry, Leaf. 2 more months
It's
to
so
go, and it'll be over with. Only two
it's
more
so funny
months.
that even him with a bad back, he'll still cook y'all. Like
Well, cook us on
Ah,
what, bro? The
nigga,
better
guy's scared to
basketball. What are you
score
He
talking
for
about?
better.
real.
What
He
else?
making $40 million. He
yo,
better
hold
cook
on, yo.
me. And I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that, but he better.
Okay.
I'll tell you this much: I could rebound the
John,
ball
I know
better
you
than Ben
couldn't probably
Simmons
be the
does. Like I
fucking
will
precap
die
guy.
I
and
could
rebound
score.
the
I
ball
will
better
score,
than you
bro. He
will.
not gonna leave me on zero. Like
Yo,
if
Ben
game
Simmons
11,
would.
he not gonna leave me on
Yo,
zero. You
I'm gonna
saying
keep it
cook
real
me?
He
with
just
Hold
y'all.
might.
on, hold
He
on, hold
just
on, hold
might.
on.
Ben Simmons
Hold
wouldn't
on.
care about the game, so he would just let you win, and he not
See,
gonna shoot
look,
no
that's how
jump
I know
shot.
you
Right.
listen to the national media, bro. Like
National media. What does national media have to do with Ben Simmons being a horrible
Why you
basketball
keep
player?
saying
because
talking
they
about
said
listening to this person or
they
listening
switched
to
the
that person? Why
narrative.
people can't just be watching
No,
him and have an
but
opinion?
Chris, wait, Chris. If you're gonna blame media, you should blame the fan base because every time this guy goes to Philly, he can't handle them booing him. Like I've seen players from different jerseys
Bro, what are
cook
you even
in their
talking
former
about? You just be
players'
saying
hometowns.
anything. What are you
Like Ben
talking about?
just can't cook, man. When the peer
Nah,
pressure's on
he
him.
not saying anything.
He
He's
has
Right?
saying,
to.
listen,
He look.
hold
Go
on,
ahead, go
John
ahead, go
is,
ahead, go
hold on, Chris, listen,
They made
John,
Mr. Softy shirts for the
right,
band.
right. He's not saying anything. Again, they say home court advantage is home court advantage. When Ben Simmons comes to town, Philly specifically,
I don't know
Yeah.
why
they
he was
got the home
quiet
court.
last night.
Hold on, they got the home court advantage because Ben Simmons act like he shook up. The same thing they said about Kyrie Irving when he played Boston. Yo, he can't play in Boston. You know, they say certain things. On the flip
Listen,
side, they say Cam Thomas, he could play at the Garden. Jordan, he could play at the Garden. Case in point is Ben Simmons. He got to show us more, bro. Like he got to show us more, man. Like as a
wait,
Nets fan, you want us to praise him from as a Nets fan, maybe all
no. Who
totality.
said that?
As
Nobody. I
all
never said
right,
that.
so what I'm saying is all of that stuff that you said he accomplished was on the 76ers. It wasn't on
No,
our
no, no,
team.
no, no. Look, listen. When I
That's a
said
fact.
John, be quiet, bro. Be
No,
quiet.
Philly, chill, bro,
No,
chill. All right,
because
we
I
need
was
to
literally
debate this
about to
like
say
gentlemen. All
something,
right.
and then here you go with the hype.
Oh,
Point.
okay, Chris. Okay, Chris, get your point across, brother. Okay.
So I brought up those points, basically going off of the surgery. That's why I brought that up because I was saying that's where he was before the surgeries. That was my point in bringing that up. I wasn't just saying like, oh, you know what I mean?
And where he is now, that means that
Yeah.
nigga's washed, bro. Get him out of
Yeah,
here.
I mean, yeah, it's easy to say that. I mean, right.
Cause it's true.
Right.
I just said
Wait,
that. I didn't disagree.
Chris. I got a
What
good
is he
question for you.
talking about?
Is Ben Simmons a starter or is he a bench player right now, based on what you've seen
To
so
you.
far? Where do you think his career is right now?
On this team, he's a starter.
No, he's not. He's not a starter. Every time this guy's played
Bro, what are
anything
you
close to
talking?
5 minutes, he looks like a freaking log out there dragging concrete, man. He's way better off the bench if you've seen his games with the Pelicans. Remember the Pelicans
Wait,
game?
didn't
He
he
gave you
get
10
benched?
assists off the bench. He did get
Okay,
benched.
bro,
Jordy
you're
benched
right,
him like two
John. You're
weeks
right,
ago.
John.
No,
Okay,
I'm
No,
giving you. Well, Chris,
no.
I'm being serious with you though. Ben has looked better off the bench with actual scorers around him in the second unit. First unit, he doesn't do well in the first unit. He does better in the second unit because there's more scorers around him. That's facts right there, man. He's not a starter. Like Ben has to
okay.
accept that, and he won't right now.
How he won't? He just said it.
Yo, nah, hold on, nah, boy, that's not
Uh,
fair. I seen the
Wait, he
media
said
asked him. Hold on, the media asked him the same thing. They asked him, "Do you how you feel about going to the bench?" Jordy put you on the bench, and he
what did he
said, "Yo,
say?
you know, he said I'm willing to do whatever the team needs me
Exactly.
to
So
do."
how are you?
So
So
he
how are
is
you?
accepting it. I'm not gonna lie, he did say that.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man,
So I don't know what
because
John is talking about.
nah, because it
Yo,
just
you
seems
can't spell bitch without Ben, yo.
Oh.
Oh, damn. I was going there,
You
but
telling me?
Jay
Tell
kind of
Ben.
threw that one in there.
I'm not Ben.
Don't
That
stop.
is a
Wait a
fact.
minute. Let me put
You
some Ben
telling
up
me?
in
I
it.
tell Ben Simmons. I'm
Bench,
not
man.
Ben Simmons. I'm not
Yo,
Ben
hold on.
Simmons.
Hold on. Ben Simmons again. When he spoke on it, he said he liked the second unit because, and again, I think just my own test, I test without saying word for word what he said. Bro, a lot of times the second unit job is not to lose the lead, not to come in and take the lead. Somebody like Ben Simmons trying to play at a fast pace, that makes him better on the second unit. The same way Westbrook is on the Denver Nuggets.
Denver.
Yeah,
You know
see,
what I'm saying?
that's a great take, Breeze. But as a starter, he can't give you much because he does nothing on offense, and
I
he gives
mean,
you like he shows you like one jump shot, and then he's like, that's it for like 3 quarters. You can't have that,
yo,
man.
bro,
Play him off the
I'm gonna
bench.
clean. Listen. I'm gonna clean this shit up right now. Yo, Jay, my nigga, you got way too much goddamn Brooklyn merch, bro. Not to be in contact with that nigga Dayron right now, bro. You need to find out that nigga injury prognosis or something, bro. Because this
I
shit got
told
to
you.
get cleaned up.
I told
Yo,
you.
we
This
need
shit
to
Ice.
got to
pack,
get
I.
cleaned
Jay.
up.
Yo, I
You
told you
got way too
yesterday.
much motherfucking goddamn Brooklyn goddamn goddamn shit in your wardrobe, bro. To not have that nigga on speed dial, bro. Like something got to be done immediately.
Yo,
I
Sick
told
and
you.
tired of this nigga
I
starting, bro.
told you like 4 days ago. They were saying that this nigga will be back in 7 to 10 days, and he was shooting quarter threes, swishing them shits. Iceman sent me the link, man.
Oh, you ain't send me the link. Goddamn, nigga tag me and everything else in your little
Yeah,
fan shit.
I
I
ain't
seen that
know
link.
you want to see. I ain't know
I
you
put
Yeah,
it
want
in
to see
the. I put
Daron
it in the.
shooting
I put
threes,
it in the
bro.
chat
nah,
the other
he
day.
ain't know you wanted to see something positive. You know what I mean?
Yo,
If
Oh,
they if they gonna
yo,
mix
Yeah,
shut
them,
shout
down
out to
now.
Aaron
Nigga,
Spiegel,
cut
man.
this shit out now, bro. I don't
yeah,
want to know. Talk about I don't want to see nothing positive. When I asked you, bro, like, you ain't sending me the goddamn link. I ain't spoken to this nigga. So
hey
how you
Lee,
Nah,
gonna say, yo, you
but
hey
ain't
yeah,
sending
Lee,
me?
hey Lee. To be honest, I didn't know you had a guy on the team. To be honest, I knew Jay like you know what I'm saying. Daron, I don't think you got a guy on the team, bro.
Never mind all of that, bro. I just wanted to see the damn footage. That's all I wanted to see
no. That's a good question. Who's your favorite Nets player, bro? Because I don't know.
right now
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
team.
right
Yeah,
now,
right now,
on
he
the
man.
don't
on the
like.
squad right
He don't
now.
like nobody on this roster, man. Nobody on this
Yeah,
roster.
he actually said that a few days ago. He said, trade them
No,
all.
I don't like nobody in this
Not
roster, man.
Purge.
I'm not. See. This is
I
what
like the
happened when you let
team. It's about the
this.
team.
This is what happened
Yo,
when you let
Jay.
niggas. This is what happened when you let niggas like Jay speak for me, bro. Like the shit go left,
Oh,
bro.
that wasn't me. That was you.
Jedi
But see,
Jay.
the problem is, bro. You hold on to shit that I said for like 9 months, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like you
I
one of them
do.
niggas.
I do.
You one of them niggas that just put shit in your memory bank and be like, nah, that nigga said that, bro. It
Yo,
don't
but if
matter
you
if he
tell
said
me
it
you
9
changed
months
your
ago.
mind, I'm gonna remember that. Like, oh, he changed his mind now. I got it.
Yo, Jay's got an awesome memory. Shout out, Jay.
No,
Man,
he
I've been
got an awesome
smoking too
memory
much.
when it comes to my shit, bro. Like that's what it is, bro.
Yo,
Like everything
when
Cause
it
else, he
comes
don't
to
give a
you,
fuck.
Leaf,
nah,
he's
you be
like
repeating
Tesla,
that
man.
shit
When
so
it
many
comes to you,
times.
Jay's like Tesla, man.
You be repeating that shit so many times. I be remembering.
Nah. The only nigga I like on this team right now, bro, is Zaire Williams, bro, because I don't have Kai Jones on this team, and that nigga filling that spot. So I'll be honest with you.
Heard you.
That's the only nigga I like on this team, bro.
So
I
hold
got,
on, hold on. Let me. This is not Nets related, but this is me asking Leaf this because I want to know. Do who you think is going to get Rookie of the Year? Zach Edey or that dude McCain from the 76ers?
it's probably gonna be that fruity ass nigga McCain, man. He dropped 30,
Oh,
bro. Like
relax.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, hold on. Big Fat Breezy disclaimer. Uh, Everyone lives their life the way they want to live it. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, I hope no one was offended. You know, and I digress. Go ahead, yeah.
Yo, I'm
No.
not.
It's probably gonna be McCain. McCain's playing well, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I mean. He probably the only bright spot on that team, bro. Like I mean, Maxi, even though Maxi came back and kind of like filled in the blanks yesterday with him, bro. I mean, but I see either McCain. I think Buck Harrison is doing all right in Washington. I mean, I can't really tell right now. Zach Edey played well. He just don't get the minutes like that. That's all it really is, bro. Like, so I think the speed of the game, bro. He's still trying to get accustomed to that shit. So I don't know how it's gonna go.
Yo, see the chat. Remember you talking about Zach Eady and Kai Jones? Jelio is crying right now, bro.
Yo, Leaf was like, "Get Zach Eady on this team, and we winning big, man." Like,
So hold on.
I actually believe Leaf at one
No,
point. I
I
really
was
did.
me
He
too.
was
I was like,
convincing me on Eady. He
yo,
really
Jordy
was.
Man, that's
Fernandez
why I
got
took
him on the
Leaf to the
team.
Memphis game so he could watch his mans lose, man. Because we seen him lose on TV, and I said, Leaf,
Yeah,
let's
Man.
go to the game
yo,
so we could watch him lose in person. And Leaf,
Oh
he
man,
was
I love
none
it.
the
I'm
wiser.
surprised
He
we
didn't
won those.
realize
He
till we
said he
got
was
there.
none the
Yo,
wiser.
wait, Jay, I'm surprised we won those two games when Zach Eady dropped 25 and 12 on us.
I'm
I'm like, how did we
crying,
win?
yeah.
How did we win when Zach Eady was so
Yeah, yeah,
dominant, man?
we was at that
Jay
game, by the way,
hilarious,
bro. We
Nah,
man.
had
that shit,
20.
Yeah.
that shit
We
was
was
funny
at that
tonight.
game. That nigga played well, bro.
He
We
did
seen
play
two
well.
reverse layups. We seen two reverse layups by this nigga Toy Gun, aka John Morant, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, that
This
shit was
nigga
a
was
fun game.
yeah, it was a fun game and we won. So that was a good experience, bro, no matter what, bro.
And
We
your
like at
man
the end
didn't
of the
go off.
yeah, and he went off. So like my thing, the
Hold
nigga
on, what
Dalton
about
Connect.
Adon SL? Adon SL said Dalton Connect that play
Oh,
on the
Dalton Connect
Lakers.
suck. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. That nigga going crazy. I ain't gonna lie to
Connect
you, bro.
four.
Like yeah.
Nah,
He might mess around to get that shit. I don't know.
nah. I think it's McCain's
Yo,
to
man,
lose. The
they
kid's
can't
getting
give it
20
to the
points
guy
and
with nail
tonight, man.
polish doing Drake TikToks.
Yo,
Yeah. I
Yo.
don't know if the NBA could promote that, bro. Like at
Nah,
the
but
end
wait,
of the day,
Leaf, you gotta give McCain some credit because Philly's doing so damn awful that without McCain, there's really nothing to talk about with Philly right now. So if it wasn't for him,
I
Bro,
they
mean,
probably have zero
yeah,
wins.
bro, I
yeah,
promise
but
you.
like, but
I
just
don't
off the
care.
strength of imagery, bro. Like, let me say this, Jay. Like, just off the strength of
Okay.
imagery, bro, and the fact that them niggas only got what 3 wins. I'm
hmm
petty enough of a nigga, bro, to blame it on the fact that they got a nigga with nail polish, bro. Like I am, I really am,
Bro,
bro. Like
I don't care about the nail
I'm really
polish.
scooping that low, bro. I'm
Bro, I'm gonna
scooping that
tell
low.
you,
Fuck it.
I told you already, I don't care about the nail polish because the boy got a nail polish deal when he was in college. I don't know how much they
Exactly.
paying him, but they
Me
paying
neither.
him to wear that nail polish, so he gotta wear the nail polish. I don't know what these young boys be doing. They be doing that sometimes. But them TikToks he be doing will have to stop until we above
Yeah, that gotta
500.
stop.
That gotta
That gotta
stop.
stop.
To
All
above
That
social
gotta
500.
stop.
media, that
That
gotta
gotta stop.
stop till we above
That gotta
500.
stop.
Cause I don't know
That
what's
gotta
wrong
stop.
with y'all.
That's wild zesty, bro. Like
But
pause, bro.
the
Like
fact that we lost to the dude that does that, yo, I would have been them TikToks would have been on the screen. If I was Jordy, the TikToks would have been on the screen while I'm screaming on them, like, y'all
Yo,
lost to this
that's your
dude?
punishment. Listen to the
This the dude that y'all
no, but
you
nah,
can't guard him.
yeah,
You
but Jay, bro, you gotta look at it, bro. Like if you really look at it from like the
bro,
perspective
I
of
wish I
how
could
this
put the
shit is.
TikToks on the screen
Oh
while we talking
no!
about it,
Don't do
bro.
that! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't
Leaf
do
No,
that!
off,
we
man.
No!
Yo, set Leaf
No!
we
off,
No!
don't
No!
need
No!
to
No!
see
No!
that.
No! No!
Bro,
No!
we
Hold
do
on.
No!
need to see it
No!
because that's what
No!
we lost to,
No!
bro. And y'all thought it
No!
was
We
funny.
don't need to see it because we not in the locker room, bro. Like no, them niggas in the
Y'all
locker
thought it
room
was
need to see that
funny
shit.
that we lost to the guy talking about, I still got some love deep inside of me. That dude. We lost to
Jay,
that dude.
Bro.
pause.
Hold up,
you
Pause.
got to chill, bro.
wait, yo,
We
Jay,
lost to that dude.
Jay. The second that you said it, bro, I turned off the game like 3 minutes left into the fourth quarter, bro. Like, and I just started watching this shit in the fourth quarter. I was like, yo, it's a nigga with nail polish out here cooking us. I'm like, yo, I'm turning this off, bro. Like, I can't do this. And then when you said it, bro, it was like, bro, I was reading this nigga mind when he said it. I did some Magneto shit. I was like, yo, say we just lost to a nigga with, say we
And
just
he
lost to
was
a nigga
really
that with nail
cooking
polish.
too. It wasn't even
He
Maxi.
had
Maxi hit like a
30.
couple shots. He was cooking.
Well,
He had
don't
30.
forget Drummond was cooking us a bit too. Ben and Clax weren't exactly holding him down either that night.
No, that was in the beginning of the game, but towards the end of the game,
It was
McCain
him.
wasn't even missing, so they didn't even need
Right,
Drummond to get
right.
a rebound.
That's true. That's
They
true.
didn't.
Like they wasn't guarding him well enough. And yo, bro, they let Jared
Big Priest,
McCain,
Yeah,
Big
oh,
Priest,
please.
Big Priest said
bro,
that. He
bro,
said deep inside of me. That's crazy. Yeah,
bro,
that was
Yo, that
crazy.
sounds like a
yo,
bad
go,
music
yo,
album,
Priest,
man. That sounds
go
like a
look
bad
up.
music album.
Is it he keep? Jared McCain, he got like 30 TikToks to the same Drake song. You know what I mean?
Wow.
He just be
All
dancing in
right,
different
bro.
places to the
And
same Drake song.
Jay,
All right.
you notice why?
Huh?
Notice why? Why
You
do you
know
notice?
why?
Like, yeah, Jay. Why you know this, bro? I ain't even know that shit,
Bro,
bro. Hold
Good
up, bro.
question, Ice. Good question.
bro, Bleacher
Yo,
Report be posting them. Y'all don't see these joints? And I don't even follow
Why you
Bleacher
on
Report.
Bleacher Report?
I don't even follow Bleacher
Yo,
Report.
yo,
It's
Breezy.
just the algorithm.
Breezy, you saw that Bleacher Report trade with Thomas to the Magic for Jet Howard today? Why does Bleacher
Yeah,
Report
it's
always try to
terrible.
screw us on these deals, man? They
Because they think we
nasty,
gonna
man.
take anything.
No,
Yo,
I think
seriously.
it's no, I think it's because of that good old cap space. You know what I'm saying? They know that cap space gonna be looking real sweet when Ben Simmons off the book, so they gonna always have us in those conversations. And they know productivity to contract. You could always put Cam Thomas in any conversation. He only making 4 million, and anybody who's scoring 20 north of 25 besides him making big pay. So they always gonna put him in trade talks. But realistically, bro, the Nets shouldn't entertain it. I mean, let the media do whatever they're gonna do, but they shouldn't entertain it. They should
What
just
if
look at it like it's another day in the office. You know what I mean?
that's
Like,
Cam
of course,
Thomas?
yeah, yeah.
Right.
Like, of
Why
course they
not?
want
Why
Cam
not?
Thomas. Why wouldn't
Why?
they want a 25-point scorer for $4 million? Why wouldn't they?
Right.
Of
But
course
why?
they do.
Wait,
You know
wait.
what I'm
Why?
saying?
Why shouldn't the Nets entertain it though?
Well, because
No,
there are
they
not
should
many.
not. They
Well,
should
well,
not.
No, I said
let
why
me.
should they not?
Well,
that's
Philly.
breezy talk. That's
Hey,
breezy
can I say
guys, Chris.
something? This is what did Philly
Oh
Chris.
yeah,
What
yeah,
did
yeah.
Okay.
I forgot.
there's not a
Real
lot of
quick, is it?
markets right now for him,
Hello.
Chris. Right now for Cam
Say it again.
Thomas, there's not a lot of market
Hello.
for Thomas right now.
It is.
Unfortunately,
It
no.
is
I mean,
though. I'm
well,
hearing it.
I can
You
tell you why.
what teams can
you be
re-sign him
tuned in. You
though?
a heavy sports guy. You should know.
What
Wait,
up,
I can
wait,
Bree?
tell you why that trade was mentioned because his freaking dad is our assistant coach. That's why.
Yeah, that's still
Um,
terrible though, bro. That's
it's not a
terrible.
good trade. I
Not at
wouldn't
all.
but
recommend
we
it.
don't got to trade
But the
Thomas for
re-
Howard. We could trade
Oh, you
Schroeder for
finna go today?
Howard or something like that. We don't got to
but
trade
the
Thomas.
reason why Jet Howard is mentioned is because of his father. No other
Right.
That's
reasons.
cool,
I
but
mean, but yeah, y'all wildin'. I don't like how Buddy come in here and say, "Oh, Drummond was cooking us." Drummond wasn't cooking a goddamn thing. Drummond won the best rebounds in the NBA since he came into
that's
the
right.
league. He wasn't cooking no Claxton or
Well, he
nobody.
did have some
Drummond
dunks
is.
last night, Priest. So I did see him. They weren't like blocking him at the rim.
Yeah, there
For
were
being
alley
honest.
oops though. That sometimes that happens off a pick and roll.
Man,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but we
dude
need to
is a
play better defense on pick and roll so they can't get no alleys. I've been
it was
seeing
exactly.
the
I
That's
mean,
what I
yeah,
it
meant to
was
you
whatever.
say.
the
supposed to
Thank you, Jay.
you
Thank
supposed
you,
to
Jay.
grab that
Yeah,
ball out the air, man. Stop him
yeah.
it
from
was
getting
the
Oh, it's
guards
that easy.
that
It's
it
that
was the
easy, huh?
guards that was
It's that
killing us.
easy.
It
He
was the
said it like
guards
it's
on
that
it
easy.
Philly.
happens to us. All
It
them
was the
badass
guards.
lobs we be throwing. It
Yeah,
happens to
That's
us.
yeah,
why. See,
but
look,
please,
you
you
just
got to
made a
admit,
point.
Claxton's defense has been perfect this season. I'm proud that he got 12 points last night, but we're still looking for a defense to be more consistent with
It
Claxton.
was the
That's what he's supposed to be
guards
good
that were
at.
killing us, though. It was the guards that was killing us. That's who killed us.
Thanks.
The fruity loop with the fingernails, him, and
Damn.
then Maxie got going in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yep.
And nobody helped CJ out. CJ was carrying us, and nobody came for the ride. Y'all talk
But don't
about
Yeah.
Ben
forget we
missing layups. Dennis the Menace. It seemed like he missed 80 layups a game. That motherfucker be at the rim all game missing.
he, he the
Telling
tank
you,
Not too
Dennis
commander.
much
gets a
on
big
Schroeder.
head, man. Sometimes he gets a
But
big
don't
head
forget we
sometimes.
just don't know how to close fourth quarters, period.
I mean, it's
That's
no
what
point.
But
It's
we
no
shouldn't
point.
have lost
It's
to
no
them.
point this season, right?
We still shouldn't have lost to them. Nah, we shouldn't have lost to
Oh
them.
yeah. I mean,
Yep.
I agree. Yeah. I mean,
The
Yeah,
only saving grace is
Especially,
that the Knicks lost to Utah.
yeah,
yes,
that's
thank you,
true.
Utah.
That was the only saving grace.
Yo,
no,
But
where's
it's
all the
still
Knicks fans
early
at
though,
right
so it
now?
ain't
Your
that
boy
yet.
Mikel at
Right?
7 points tonight. Where's Jack City? I know he's hiding tonight. I know he don't
Yo,
want to
Yeah.
we
come
we
talk
Oh
to
almost
yeah,
me.
got
let's talk
one
about
draft
it.
pick per point.
oh,
Let's
I
hold on,
told
hold
you
on.
real just like quick. Mikel showed up for us when he played against Atlanta. That nigga only gonna show up when he Hey, play against us,
Bro,
bro.
Mikel got
real
cooked by
quick,
the Hawks, the
real
Bulls,
quick.
and now Utah, man. All the worst teams are beating them. And they're like, no, it's not a problem. Yeah, sure. It's not a problem.
Hey yo, real quick.
Hold on.
And
Yeah, when you after you done, I gotta go.
another
Yo, but the
issue
thing,
too,
is with
cause I
Mikel
gotta
is
go. That's
like
why I
y'all
want to
can't
get this
respect
out
him.
real quick. Hey, hold
Go
up,
ahead,
bro.
Big Priest. Shout
My
out to
bad.
Big
My
Priest.
bad.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Big Priest.
The only reason too that, and I don't know if any of y'all mentioned that, the whole team was getting hacked.
We ended the first half with like 2 free throws to their 15. They was hacking the fuck out of us. We wasn't getting to the line. CJ got all them points, driving the basket, doing all those things. He didn't get no calls. Cam didn't get no calls. I felt like that game was fucking like I felt like they set us on purpose
Mm-hmm.
because
I
we
agree,
was
bro.
driving. It wasn't just 3 point shooting. We was driving to the rim and not getting no call. They was hacking the fuck out of Cam. They literally took Cam out the game by hacking the shit out of him until he ain't feel like playing no more.
Yo, I
Right.
said that, and I'm like, oh, I remember we in Philly.
I said that last night. Everybody said, nah, those were just good defensive plays. They ain't nobody foul him. They were just taking the ball from him. What you
Nah,
feel?
they slapping his forearm, all type of
Wait,
shit.
taking the ball
That's
from
what
who?
Cam Thomas last night.
No, in times it was, bro.
Priest, do you
Cam
think
Thomas
Thomas
got
was
to be
playing
better.
I
injured
Thomas
last
got to be
night?
better.
I
Wait,
said he was getting fouled. People said, nah.
Priest, do
Now
you
I
think
don't think he
Thomas's
was
back is still
playing
bothering him?
injured. I don't think he
No.
was playing injured. I think he was getting hacked, and it was starting to piss him off.
Okay.
And they took him mentally out of the game. I mean, if you getting fouled every time you drive the ball or you get the ball in the pick and roll and they don't call it, at a certain point you're gonna be like, fuck it. I mean, it is what it is. And
Yeah,
they
Right.
were fouling
Well,
the shit out of him. They
well,
were
that's been a
fouling
Tom.
and
him.
that's what stars do, though. He can't be no star if
Well,
he let
that's
that
been
take
one of
him out of the
Thomas's
game.
obstacles this season. If you're not getting the foul calls,
No,
you got to adjust. So that's something to
stars
work
get the
on.
calls. That's not true. Stars get the
Yeah,
call.
that's a
You
fact. But if they
can't
not
get
getting the calls,
fouled
they play
every
through it,
time.
bro.
But you can't get a foul every time you go to the basket. They don't call it and then talk about play through it. How can you play through that? This ain't prison.
Easy, because it's out of your control. They didn't call it. It's out of your control. So you
He
play
was
through it. It's that
definitely
simple.
playing hurt. He was definitely playing hurt that game too. His back
I-
was still hurting.
I'm wondering because he never has that many turnovers in a game. He just looked like he couldn't dribble the ball at all last night.
Not it's
But
No,
not
that's
he was
that's
just he was
because
He
getting
was getting
he was
hacked.
getting blitzed too.
they
Right,
blitz
right.
him and he breaks down that double team, they was grabbing his arm and tripping him and he was falling. And you talking about play through it. All right.
That's a fact. I played the
All right.
game, bro.
I get what he's saying, but in terms of Cam, he
We
does have
got
to
to
get
remember
better at remembering
these
to.
players are doggone human beings.
Yeah, who?
We this and he and Cam didn't sign up to play in the NFL. He signed up to play in the NBA.
Oh God, bro. All right, you right.
Yo, yeah, nah. Listen, in a game of
And I'm
basketball,
gonna
at
be
the end,
honest with you, Breezy. You can answer this. How
yeah,
often do I come in here and give Cam a pass when he play like shit?
not much, not much.
That
You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying?
that doesn't make your point valid
Listen,
because you
no,
said
at the end, listen, at the end of the day, you got to
No, that is a
realize
that
at the,
literally is because
at the
I don't
I
really
fi-
give
guess.
him no passes. I think it's human nature. We talk about these players like they robots,
Yeah,
but it's
no,
mhm.
human
that's a
nature.
fact. But it's
Yeah.
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, I was
If you're
just
playing and
go
I
ahead, big
played the
Chris.
game too, if
Mm-hmm.
somebody is beating me up and the ref ain't
Okay.
calling it, it's gonna take me out of the game.
Why
It
though?
just
Why
is.
though? It's out of your
Yeah.
control though. If the
Nah, nah,
ref
nah,
not
no,
calling it,
no,
what can you
no,
do, bro? But
nah,
continue
nah.
to
Hold on,
play.
hold on. Nah, nah,
Because at the
let
end of
me.
the day, wait, let me cook. Let me
Wait,
finish.
That's why
Because
they
at the
got
end of the
challenges,
day,
bro.
you hurting your
That's why.
team. Because at the end
Nah,
of the day,
that's
you
why they.
hurting
No,
your
no, no.
team.
That's why they got challenges. Yeah, yeah. Some of it you
Yeah,
got to
but
be
it has to be
physically
clear
enough
and
to.
cut. That's why it's so
Hold on.
hard for the
Nah,
coach
nah,
to
But
but
do.
not. No,
You
no,
That's why
can't
it's hard for
challenge
the
listen,
a
coach to
foul
do
that
in the
wasn't
chat,
listen.
called.
bro.
You
wait.
Right,
Let
can't
right.
Breezy
Hold
get his
challenge a
on,
point.
hold
No,
foul
on.
let
that
Breezy
wasn't
get his point
called.
Right,
across.
right,
Let Breezy
right,
get his
right.
point
Chill,
across.
Listen,
John. I know,
Big
bro.
Chris. Right, listen. All I'm saying is this: when you got the coach Jordy Fernandez in a post game interview complaining about what the refs is doing and not doing, that's not just the players. That's the coach listening to the players and using his own eyes, seeing what's going on and being vocal about it. And Jordy Fernandez is the best coach in the NBA when it comes to challenges. Cam Thomas, he's again, everybody making it seem like that doesn't. I think fans are cool with the refs calling it down the middle. But when the
Hmm.
foul calls is lopsided, you know what I'm saying? One team got way more than the other. It's like take the
Yeah,
fun out of the watching the game.
hey,
he
that's a
can't
fact.
challenge every
Now let
call
me
though.
respond to that, Breezy. Right, I hear what you're saying, right? But that's why it's good for what's his name? That's why it's good for Jordy to do that. So I say how it's out of your control. So next time he speaks on it. So next time maybe the calls, I mean the refs, excuse me, can take heed to what he is saying, and then maybe it'll change going forward. But what I'm saying is, for a player, if you can't play through it, then you hurting your team. You know what I mean?
I
Nah,
think
So
Cam need to
I
take
think to a
a
certain
page out
extent.
of.
Hold on. And this is not just Cam Thomas. I've seen it from Spencer Dinwiddie, Chris Paul. I've seen it with Harden, the greatest players, Jordan, the greatest players complain to the refs about and are vocal playing basketball if they getting fouled.
that's a
Dead
fact. But
ass.
they still
Hold
you
on. So
still
But
don't
at the
never
same
take them out
time,
of the
at the
game.
same time,
You
he
don't never
right
take them out of the
that you
game.
do got to play through it, or else you playing your team out of the game. But at the
Facts.
same time, Priest is saying you a fucking human at the end of the day, and
Yes, for sure.
you getting beat up, you shit happening and is not going in
Mhm.
your favor every single time. You do get frustrated.
Yep. But look,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what
Yep.
I'm
And
saying.
then look, I'm gonna
It's
give you
just
an
like
example.
I
Like
can
how
give
many
you another
times?
analogy real
Wait,
quick,
well, let me say
homie.
something real quick.
It's like
Like
when
how many times?
it's like when you're a batter, right? And you like for instance, I'm gonna use Juan Soto. It's like when Juan Soto come up to the plate and he know the strike zone better than damn near the umpires. If they call him balls, you can't hit no ball. So if they call them balls for strikes, and you keep coming up there and they strike you out on some bullshit that ain't no strike, how do you control that?
You
You
can't.
can't do nothing about that.
Right.
You
You're gonna show a human way. You're gonna be frustrated.
hmm Yes.
You're
And
gonna
look.
as a
All right. So
human.
let me give you an example. Right. Luca, even LeBron at times, even what's
man,
his
them
name?
niggas get all the
Jokic.
calls in the world.
Look.
Luca and
Right.
oh
No.
wait,
Oh my God, bro. Can I
and my
finish?
fault.
I mean, I just want to
I
say
My
don't
this
mean to
bad.
real
keep
quick.
cutting you, but
Real
Luca
quick.
and LeBron is the
My bad.
biggest crybabies.
I'm gonna go on
Yes.
Both
mute.
of them.
Right. Look. All right. But let me say this real quick. So my example with them is like how if they got a call that was missed and they sitting up there chatting, chirping to the ref. I've seen at times where the opposing team pushes the ball up and get a basket or whatever because they were sitting up there whining to the refs. You see how I said that like that can affect the team.
Yeah.
Cam don't want to the
But
refs though.
No,
No,
no, I
yeah,
wasn't talking about Cam,
He
bro. I know I was
he
just
be
giving an
crying
example of
sometimes.
how
He do.
sometimes it
No,
can
yeah, sometimes he
He
I,
does,
do.
but we
He
no,
understand.
I
does,
We
but it's not.
understand.
It's
understand
not.
that,
It's not
but
on the Luca
Hold
level.
on, hold on. Since we here, I want y'all to also know again when you look at these players that's having these 40-point games like Cam Thomas did the other day. Look at their field goals and look at their free throws. Cam Thomas is one of the best at scoring big with field goals, not free throws. Some of the times, a lot of these players they be getting a lot of points, but it because of the free throw line, because of the charity strike. So again, Cam Thomas is one of the better field goal makers as far as scoring, opposed to just drawing the foul, because he don't got no whistle for real.
right, but that wasn't
Like
the
it,
point though. That wasn't the argument though. We
but
wasn't
I was,
that's
but what I was
that
saying,
bro. Hold on. That is the
right.
point. The point is
How?
you're talking about. Hold
He
on.
was
You're
just
talking
talking
about he
about the
got. Hold on.
foul.
Hold on. I'm talking about what you said, Chris. You say he has to play through it. I'm
Word.
saying 9 times out of 10 he does play through it. You're talking about that 1 time out of 10 that he did not play through it in that
No, I
Philly
didn't say he
76
didn't play
game.
through it.
Hold on.
I was telling
What?
what's his name that you have to play through it. I didn't say that Cam didn't. Right? Is that how I went?
Oh,
I
okay.
forgot
Like
his
I
name.
don't know. I thought you was double talking me. Like you know what I mean. I ain't know what you just sound like. That's what you were saying. And
But
basically,
No,
what I'm saying is, I seen Dame Lillard get 40 something points, but he had like 17 free throws
that's because he
made.
Dame Lillard though. Like that's how it is.
Nah, you don't get what I'm
Right?
saying. What
I'm
I'm
not
saying is,
disagreeing with you, but I'm just going off a fact. That's all.
what I'm okay. But what I'm saying is, I care more about the player that can score from the field more than he's drawing the foul, looking for the ref to get him to the
it could be
line
both though,
for him to
Breezy.
score. Like,
Exactly.
but
It
yeah,
could
but
be
the
both.
scoring part by yourself is more important to me.
Right, but
It's not like
but
50-50. It's
Dame
like
could
70-30.
probably be
Yeah.
forcing the issue because the thing about it is, and this is why I was saying, especially I'll use Kobe because he's Cam's favorite player. Like Kobe
Mm-hmm.
used to read the ref manual and read shit so that on the court the nigga knew the refs got to call that because he studied the manual.
Mm-hmm.
That's some psychopath shit.
Yeah.
So you got
That's
to
what Chris
really
Paul
think
did, not
about
to
it
cut you
and
off.
be like, yo, these players, I'm gonna make you call the foul
Mm-hmm.
because you have to. So in terms of Dame and Luca and all these other niggas, yeah, they gonna make the refs call the foul. Same thing with Shea. I've
Yep.
seen Shea do shit where he gonna make the ref call the foul because
Mm-hmm.
he do a certain move or he put
Yep.
himself in a certain position and niggas got to foul him. The
Mm-hmm.
same shit Harden used to do in Houston. That shit used to get me tight, but I can't be mad at it because the nigga understood. He understood the
The
refs.
game.
Them
Yo.
niggas, they read that shit and they understand it, and it's annoying as shit
because we don't want to see the games won by free throws. But at the same time, you got to give it to the players because that's
Facts.
kind of a level of IQ.
And the skill.
Cam is not at that point yet. Can he
Exactly.
get to that point? Yes, of course he can. But he got to understand, yo, I'm not at that point yet as to where I'm these other niggas where I'm gonna get foul calls like that. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna get fucked up. Like, yo, why are these niggas not calling this shit? You're gonna get tight because we all play ball and we all have situations where, yo, why these niggas not calling a foul? These niggas
Real,
hit like what the fuck?
real.
But at the
When
same
you getting
time,
knocked down on the
you gotta
ground,
play through
though,
that shit.
Right, over
when you
and over
getting
again.
when you getting knocked down on the ground every
That
time you
shit is
dribble the
not fun.
ball,
It's not
It's
fun.
crazy.
It's not
I
fun.
mean, I done
That shit
seen
is
Shaq get
annoying.
frustrated. I done seen Shaq get frustrated. But Shaq big enough that if they don't call the foul, okay, I'm gonna elbow dude in the face because he keep fouling me.
Right,
Cam is a 6'4" guard.
Hmm.
I guess he can elbow somebody in the face too. But I
Cam do
mean,
got some muscle too, though. He get
Nah,
that.
he be having Ben and Claxton his enforcers sometimes do some do some dirty work sometimes, bro. If y'all don't pay
that's
attention
what I say.
to
We need a nigga on the team that's gonna do the dirty work. Like,
they do
That's
slight things
Finney
at
Smith,
times.
man.
DFS do it sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's DFS role, and DFS is good at it too, man. I like DFS. That's my guy. That's why when he be missing, I still be giving him the benefit of the doubt because he do a lot more on this team than people would think.
But
And
in the
he
Priestess
is
point,
literally the heart of that locker room.
I remember I think Cam had the ISO, I think on Maxi or whatever, and he went in the post and he tried to shoot like over Maxi, I think, in terms to get a call. And he looked at the ref and was like, yo, you gonna call that? And the ref called and he was like, all right, bet. And the nigga was just like, yeah, because you know that's a foul. Maxie was complaining, but I think he needs to do more of that. Like putting yourself in a position where, yo, put yourself in the viewpoint of where the ref is at. So if they looking straight at dead at you and they see the
man, them
contact,
refs be
you gotta
right
call
there,
that
LL.
shit. They
And
do.
and the whole
They
point
do be
about it
there.
is I ain't tripping. If you're not calling fouls either way, if you letting both teams play physical, then I mean you can't complain about that.
Yeah.
But if
Word.
you're calling the game consistently one way and not calling the game the other way, yeah, players are going to be tight about that. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true.
My
That's they
whole
do the
point
same
was,
shit with us when we play the Knicks. They be letting them niggas get mad physical, but when it come to us, there's no fouls called. Like
Mhm.
that shit is annoying as hell.
But that's how it been for the next last season, though, right? It was the
I
same
get
thing.
mad and I ain't even in the game getting fouled.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
is annoying to watch. Even if you're not playing, that shit is annoying as hell to watch. You see your team getting fouls up the wazoo and niggas not calling that shit, and the rest is literally
And
staring
then
at
they
them
calling
niggas.
ticky tack shit the other way. Like, come on, bro.
hmm. No, I agree. I saw that in the Sixers game, but at the
That's why I
same
feel like
time,
some of this should be notoriety. Like Brunson get all
yeah,
the foul calls in the world, and that nigga barely
But
be
they don't
getting
got no
touched.
niggas on the
he know
Sixers
how to
except
foul
for
beat
Maxi
too.
that
He know how to
even.
foul beat too.
That's true. I
Yeah,
don't know.
him
Maybe
and
just
Trey Young.
some
Trey Young
Philly shit.
developed that too.
Cause
But that shit not basketball to me, man. Like if you see just dudes just trying to get the foul, you waiting for the refs to react for you to score the ball. That's corny. Like
Yeah, I agree.
my thing is, you get fouled because they really can't guard you. Like you hit him with a twing cross, and he dizzy. He trying to keep up. So and him trying to keep up, he foul you. The defender foul you. That makes sense. Like that's how you draw a foul because they don't a defender don't know how to stay in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Not you jumping into him or some stupid shit like that. Like, come on, man.
Breezy, that's the
Like,
shit I was
Yeah, that's
talking
where my
about. The
dislike
first,
with
that's
Trey
the shit I was
is.
talking about. The first game, I think it was the first game last year when we faced Cleveland. Cam had like 30 off the bench or some shit, most points off the bench. But we had that game in the bag, high key, and then Cam Johnson went to guard Donovan, and he like took a charge or something, or tried to take a charge, and then Donovan
yeah, I
hit the
remember that
shot. But
game.
I was like, yo, why you leaving it in the hands of the ref? Just play defense. If it end up the way it end up, it
Facts.
is what it is. But like when you leave it in the
Well,
hands of the ref, that shit is a L every time.
Hmm.
That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying.
sometimes they call it the players call it the game within the game. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So you playing regular basketball where I'm trying to play the game or the ref basketball. So it's the game within the game. I'm gonna do things to get calls while you try to stay basic. You know what I mean? And that's what they call it. So sometimes like players like Cam, who's trying to score a lot, You got to play. You got to learn how to play the game within the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
And that's what Chris Paul learned. All of them.
yeah, good point. Good point, Chris Paul. But that's another thing too. Like, yeah, it's a vet move and it look good if he on your team when you get to the free throw line. But that shit is. I don't like that shit. Like, you really just looking for a foul,
But
and
look,
No,
it's
peep
it
this
like,
would
though, Breezy.
Embiid be doing that shit.
Breezy,
no,
peep
but
this though.
look,
I feel like if Cam, because Cam is good at getting the and one, he just don't go after that all the time. But if he did go after it more of the time, I feel like instead of scoring 40, he gonna have 60.
hmm
yeah,
if
but like
Cam
Chris
could dunk, that'd be crazy. Like, I ain't never see Cam Thomas dunking on nobody. Like, I seen him dunk, but I ain't seen him
I ain't
dunk
gonna
on
lie, in
nobody.
that
that ain't
movie
his
thing
game. I
that
don't think that's Cam's game.
in that movie shit they showed of him, they had like a little clip where he did like an alley to himself or some shit. And I was like, yo, why the fuck you don't dunk in the game, nigga?
Like he can
Like
dunk, but he don't got
he
that
that could
bounce. He don't got that bounce.
I think he like a Kyrie type. Like Kyrie, if Kyrie
Mm.
could dunk, that
Yeah.
nigga just choose not
No,
to. Like
Kyrie
I just
old,
think
bro. Kyrie old, bro.
nah,
Yo,
but
remember
that
when
nigga can
Kyrie
dunk
dunked
Nah,
though.
I
that
seen him,
Kyrie
Kyrie.
Kyrie
just
got
use his
bunnies
Yeah,
though.
I
skills.
Kyrie
see
got
that.
Yeah,
bunnies
that
though.
putback.
He looked at his
Kyrie got
pops. That was fire. I
yeah.
That
remember
shit
Yeah,
that.
was
That was
Kyrie
crazy.
just
dope.
used his
That
IQ and
was
skills
dope.
now. So he like, I don't even gotta dunk. I'm gonna just use my skill set.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
nigga
bing,
got the
bing.
most jelly layup package in the
Mhm.
game. He don't need to dunk.
I'm gonna just bing, bing,
Yeah.
go past you, post you up, turn around.
I think Cam can get like a jelly bag in this game. Like if he not gonna dunk, like I know
Mm-hmm.
he can finish at the rim, but I feel like if he had like a little jelly package, like to
Yeah, he don't
avoid
got
the
that bounce.
contact.
Cam don't got that bounce like a
Yo,
JT.
low key, Claxton be trying to jelly. You be seeing
What?
Claxton
Yo,
out there.
Claxton key a guard, bro.
Right, Clax be out there trying jelly. Hey, I got one on that I caught at the game that I put on TikTok. That shit got 1,000 views on it.
Clax on a jelly is hilarious. I'm not even gonna hold you.
This nigga Clax is my
No, I
man.
can see that. I can see Clax doing that. That's just
he got a small layup package. You know what I'm saying? At the rim, he got a slight layup package.
I hate when these big niggas think they a guard though, man. It
yeah,
pisses me
it's
off.
bad.
That's the way the game is heading, man. Like
True,
most of
but
these
I
It's
tall
not
still
niggas
hate
good.
is
it.
It's not good, bro. I'm glad that Zach Geedy is going posting up. I'm glad I get to see Jokic post up and be at times and be like to fall in love with the outside sometimes. But I like that traditional
I
post up.
Embiid, the
mean,
only one I know
Yo,
that
hey,
played like
hey,
a
they
I
little
all
ain't
got
guard. I feel
yo
no.
like he got the body, like he built. Like
Oh,
yo
like
Trent.
Bobby Portis.
Y'all
Bobby
like
Portis
Trendon
can post
Watford
up.
post up. I like Trendon
Yeah, I
Watford
like it
post
too.
up game.
He
Like,
probably the
he
only
got a
one who
little
can
spin. He
really.
got the
Mhm.
get to the
Yo,
basket and
He,
shit. You know what I
and
mean?
that's a damn
who was
shame
that
that he's
that
the only.
trending was bullying that day? That nigga was tight. Oh no,
It
that
was Trey
Trey
Man.
Man.
Trey
Trey
Man.
Man.
He
Trey
was so
Man, yo,
mad.
yeah.
Okay, he
But
kept
that's what
catching
I'm
his
saying. That's how we
elbows.
gotta use
Yeah.
him. I feel like that's how we gotta use him though. Like that lineup that they put in, I think with Cam, Trendon,
Nigga
DFS,
tried that
Clint.
shit last night. That shit ain't work.
Nah, there was one where he was in the
That's
post
cause
and he
they.
point
That's
blank
cause they
mixed that
wasn't
shit, yo.
calling shit. That's why it
Nah,
didn't
you
work.
right.
Cause they
You right.
wasn't calling shit.
You right.
Yo, bro, tight about the
I
refs.
mean,
I'm not
Cam
calling for.
Cam Thomas wasn't the only one getting fouled. I mean, I don't like
Yeah,
that shit.
word.
I don't like it. Yeah,
Yeah, that
you can
niggas
say
was grabbing on his jersey though. I ain't go. I saw that. I was
Yo,
like,
they
what
was
the
pulling
fuck?
on jerseys the whole time. I'm like, yo, I don't see how y'all ain't see that.
That's what I'm saying.
That
A lot of
facts.
players been doing that shit lately. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas just can't. Y'all afraid
I
to
don't give a
guard?
damn
Like,
what sport it is. When the refs or the whoever is in control of the action is on some bullshit, I'm gonna call it out, man. Because the players call it out, they get fined. So you know what I mean. I can say the fuck I
Yo,
want to
nah.
say.
What y'all think gonna happen to Fred Van Fleet?
Why you said that?
oh
Oh,
yeah, I
he,
saw
oh,
that
You
clip.
ain't
oh,
see that? He poked the
yeah,
ref in the forehead and said you a bitch after
yeah,
he got ejected. He got
yeah,
ejected. He was
To
Oh,
walking
be
off the
fair,
word?
floor.
that nigga
yeah.
shot
Yeah, the
like
He was
he
on
was
fine.
some
shooting
Kelly
bad that
Oubre.
game. Like,
He was on
He
some
finna
Kelly
get
Oubre
suspended.
shit.
He finna get
Right,
fined.
right,
He
bro.
finna
Because
come
it
right at
either
that
got to
shit.
be a big
Nah.
fine or a suspend. He poked him in the head,
Yeah, one
bro.
of them.
And he was already
Wow.
ejected, so it's like you got ejected, so now
But
you
it's
even more reckless. Like,
but it's 50-50, Jay, because I was looking at the
Damn.
I was looking at the comments under that shit, and they was like, "Nigga, how you blaming the ref and you shooting 0 for 10 from the three? Like, how that the
Of
ref
course, the
fault?"
fans gonna say that. Fans,
No,
yo,
no, no.
all
Zero
I'm
for
saying
10
is
for 0 for 10 is 0 for 10. Like
no,
those are
no,
the numbers, now,
you
man.
can't
that's a
put your
fact. Yeah, no,
hands
no,
on
I'm
the
not
ref
denying
though.
that, but I'm saying, the
Yeah,
fans
yeah,
see
no,
that
no, no.
like,
I'm saying that you can't be mad at the refs because you 0 for 10.
Oh yeah,
Like
I
you
don't.
trying to
Yeah,
That's
tell
why
me
yeah,
I
that,
yeah,
said
yeah. That's what
like,
I'm
50-50
saying.
yeah,
though.
Like,
I
come
got,
on, bro.
That's just the
or
fans
like,
going
yeah,
crazy.
if there was a my thing is, and I'm not gonna lie, and I get this from watching the Jordy Fernandez and the Brooklyn Nets, is the players and the coaches, they're in communication about taking them challenges. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like
Mhm.
a ref missed a call, if speak like Fred VanVleet, like you got to tell your coach, like, yo, he missed that call, like call a challenge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
That's
at
how
that time,
you can keep the refs at bay where you're not getting ejected. Like, but saying that I don't want to repeat what Jay said, and then putting the finger to the head, yo, that shit is who does that? That's a mush. He
But
mushed the ref.
he
the whole
poked him
problem
in the
with the
head with
challenge
one
system
finger.
is
Like,
the whole problem
Damn,
with the challenge system is you can't challenge if it's a foul or not. Like
that's
if they
wild.
don't call a foul, you can't challenge it. Like you can get hacked, smack in the face. Like we seen people get their nose bloody, and then the refs don't call shit. So I mean,
yeah,
these
only
refs
only
is
way
straight
only way
garbage.
you can challenge is like say like if the DFS joint where they say it was out of bounds and then the player ended up getting fouled in the midst of that. That's the only way.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Cause you can't challenge the foul, but you could challenge the out of bounds, and then they could
Mm-hmm.
review for the
Then if they
foul and
see,
call the foul now.
they see the foul in the review while they reviewing it, they can be like, "Oh, we seen that." Boom.
Man, them
I
niggas saw
mean,
it during the
Well,
game.
all I'm saying is, after all of it, they fined LaMelo Ball 100,000 for saying whatever he said because of
Mm-hmm.
that community, right?
Yeah.
So this dude actually put his hands on the ref, like not dangerously, but he was mad and he poked him in the head and called him the B word. Like,
yo, that's the bro. I never heard no shit. Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this about Fred VanVleet. That type of action again. The whole thing about the whole normalcy around the refs is that you get fined for even talking about them crazy.
right.
I seen Cam Thomas avoid a question and then answered it in a professional way. And I said that to say for Fred VanVleet to do that, that's like insubordination or some shit.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah. I just
definitely
hold up.
I do imagine they frown upon this, and he might miss some games, man. I can't hold you. I
It's
don't know
some
what's gonna
games,
happen.
nigga, and some money, nigga. Like that nigga, yeah, that nigga might be cooked. You can't touch the refs, bro. Like
And
yo, I
what
think the
happened?
nigga.
So, Jay, did y'all see the clips of like a
I,
certain foul that happened? Or like,
it was he got ejected, but I forgot what happened. It was like it was only 4 seconds left in the game when he got ejected or some shit like that. It was
Yeah,
like
that must have been
it was
personal.
close, and he got fouled. He thought he got fouled, and he threw up a 3 pointer. It didn't. They didn't call a foul. Then the other team went back down, got a foul called, and they went to the line, and he was talking to the ref during that. But and then they got the ball back because they was down by like it was a close game. They could have won the game until those free throws happened. Because I think the three he took was to take the lead, but I don't think he got fouled. Like it was one of those ones where you trying to bait the foul
right?
and he shot
And
it.
so you
But
saying it was like marginal contact. So
I'm
that's what
saying it was intentional contact on his part, kind of like
right.
he.
But it was intentional, but it was marginal. Like I mean, you could obviously see that it's the offensive player trying to draw the foul. Like that was
Yeah,
obvious.
I felt like you said he was trying to shoot the ball so he could get a foul shot, not to make the shot. And I think
Yeah,
refs
that's
not
nasty
calling
work.
that this
That
year. Like
yeah,
refs
that's
not
not
looking for that.
basketball.
Like if you didn't, if it ain't look like you really was trying to make that shot, we not calling that. If you just
Right.
leaning into him trying to shoot awkwardly, it don't seem like they calling that this year.
Mm,
That's a
mm.
fact. I'm looking at the play right now, bro. Like he like. The way he tried some Trey Young shit, bro. When the nigga Trey Young tried to use his momentum and then he draw a foul, bro. Like he be getting a lot of fouls like that, but like try to draw a foul. He tried to do that shit late in the game to try to because they was down 3. It was like 5 seconds left. And I'm looking at it right now, bro. Like, and he talking to the ref while they shooting the free throws to go up 5. And then on the next play, he just said, "Fuck it, I'm pushing this nigga down. I'm tight, man. Fuck this nigga. Fuck this nigga. Fuck this
Yeah,
nigga."
that's what
Oh
happened.
yeah, yeah. That's what got him up out of there. And then I think he pointed to clean at a ref, right in the ref face, bro. Like, yeah, Fred VanVleet been on that type of time
So
for
wait, did
like
he
a minute.
point in his face or did he touch him? To me, it looked like he touched him. He
I
mushed.
don't know if he touched the nigga face or not, bro. Like, but look, but
He pointed
But
that.
if y'all can't tell, you probably got to watch the post game interview.
he might have did it, bro. Like, I
It
don't
was
know
real
for
close. It
sure.
was real
The
close.
highlight, the headline I saw said poked in the head, and I
Yeah,
was
it
like,
looked like
"What?"
he put
Nigga
it
Fred
looked like
Van,
he
that
put him
nigga
in
Fred
the
Van Vliet said, "Fuck it, nigga. I got 3 years, 142, bro. I could give y'all niggas some back and some of this money back. Fuck that, man. Y'all gonna see what I'm seeing out here. That's all it is to it, bro. But yeah, that nigga Fred, that's a wild nigga, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. I seen the nigga Rondo headbutt a ref one time, my nigga. But I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yo, this
Like
nigga Fred Van Fleet is never gonna get a call again.
ever,
The
Yo,
whole ref union,
ever,
the whole ref union is
ever.
gonna lock him out from
Him
calls.
right there, bro. Yo, he don't get nothing. Nah, he ain't getting shit. Fuck him.
No soy sauce, no duck sauce. Like
The
yo,
that
whole
shit
No
is
referee
nothing.
crazy.
union. He not
No
gonna get a
nothing.
call in street ball. He not gonna get a
He
call.
ain't even. That nigga ain't even gonna get a call in the summit, nigga. Like, nah, you ain't. No, nah, we ain't fucking with you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm gonna close out soon. I just want to ask about the Sacramento game. Um, again, Fox scoring 50. I can't ignore that, man. I hope we don't get our asses kicked. You know what I mean? I know some fans hope we lose, but we're not gonna lose every game. So I'm at least root for the games we gonna win. And if we lose, I'm tough enough to get through it. You know what I mean? Thanks to
I'ma
the other
just
fans that
Breeze.
want us to lose. You know what I
You should
mean?
use my coping mechanism, man. Every time we lose, just go watch Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper highlights. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
yo,
Exactly. Yup. That's exactly. That should have cheer you right. I ain't gonna lie. That should cheer you right up.
Jovial, right?
Nah. That nigga Jay ain't lying, bro. That should cheer you
That's
right the
funny.
fuck up, bro. Like, no bullshit, bro. I went
Yeah,
straight to
word.
them niggas highlights. I was like, yo, look at this nigga Ace, yo, he out here wilding, bro.
I mean,
That should make you feel good every time you lose, bro.
Exactly, bro. It make you know, bro. Like, yo, our losing is not gonna go in vain, bro. That's
Hopefully,
what it is.
yeah. I don't never put all my eggs in one basket, and I really do like a lot of players on this team, and I feel like if we could get it together, we could get it together. But I hear y'all.
yeah. What I want to see is if we're gonna lose, do it because you giving minutes to the guys at the end of the bench. Put Tyrese Martin in there for 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Put Quee in there for 20 minutes. Let these guys
I
make
don't,
their bet. Hold
I
on,
don't
let me
think we can
finish,
do
bro.
that.
Can I finish?
I was nah, well,
Bro,
before
I know you wanna,
I didn't want to
bro.
cut
Nah,
I
bro,
didn't
you
want to
don't
cut
have
you
to
off,
cut
but
me off. Don't cut me off then.
all I was gonna say is
Don't
we
do it.
got
I
fine for
don't
that
have to
last game.
say it. You don't have to say it. Don't do it.
We got fine for that
Bro, you
last
ain't
game,
gotta
man.
say it. Don't say it. Bro, all I'm
Nigga,
saying is Tyrese Moe, yeah, give him 25 minutes, give him 30 minutes, give Quee 20, 25 minutes. Let them get in there, let them play. If we developing players, the players at the end of the bench, they count. I seen Tyrese Martin hit a fucking 3-pointer from 33 feet away. Let him get into his first shot. He was 1 for 1. If you're going to get in the game in his garbage time, quote unquote, that's what they call it, and he going to knock that down, you get playing time next game. If that's what we doing, we really losing games, not losing games, but we playing, develop all of these plays. We giving games. Let me say this. Let me get this off. We playing games where you could give 5 straight games where Cam Thomas is the point guard. Give him 5 games with 80 points. What's it going to hurt if we trying to develop them? And like, what are we developing? We develop him at the point guard. Let Zaire, and we've seen Zaire get more than 10 shots a game and score big. So yeah, there's quote unquote 3-and-D players become player development shot creators, like the obvious one, Cam Johnson, but it's more that curl. And he looked like he got one of the prettiest shots in the game. I can't lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And that being said, he put the ball on the floor a little more, and he gets to the rim a little, get to the basket a little more. So I'm saying that to say Cam Johnson as playing, developing into a shot creator. And yeah, let all of these out. Let's see if Tyrese Martin could score off the bench the way Lonnie Walker did. Let's see if Quee could be like Wasabi Watanabe. You know what I'm saying? Let's see this shit happen. You know what I mean? And there's no reason for Cam Thomas to play hurt. You know what I'm saying? We got players that we could call up from the G League. Like I'm with all that shit. We got the assistant coach, the head coach from the Long Island Nets is now assistant coach from the Brooklyn Nets. If we got Claxton, somebody, and Dayron is not available, get somebody from the G League to come up here and play. Let these players develop if that's what we doing this season. As soon as we get a starting five and that cause a momentum that we could win with, we play them when we versus the Knicks, versus teams that we really want to beat. And then after that, just develop all of the players, man. That's all I wanted to say. And I got us, and I hope we beat the Kings, man, for bragging rights for Bobby, man. Like I ain't trying to be kicking it with Big Ox and with a loss. I want to
Right.
get that win. I want him to know that shit every
And
time he
no,
tune
no.
into the page too. I'm saying we
Nah,
got
yeah,
that win when
yeah,
we
yeah,
came out there.
nah, yeah, yeah, real shit, bro. Like I mess with Bobby, but listen, when it comes to this game, fuck him, bro. Like I ain't worried about that. But I think we got fined for that shit last year, bro. When that bald head nigga tried to do that bullshit. I don't know if because he was
No,
like
no, no.
trying to
He did
play
some
his
other
route and
shit,
stuff.
bro.
That was
That was
versus the
whack.
Bucks.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
whack.
was
I'm
versus
not
the
talking
Bucks.
about no. I'm not talking about that. Let me clarify what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that someone like Tyrese Martin, he showed you that he can shoot. Give him an opportunity. Give these players that's at the end of the bench, give him an opportunity. Nobody ain't got a spot solidified. Keon Johnson, he could good, but is he locking it down where Tyrese Martin can't get a chance? Hell no. But if I got Keon Johnson and Tyrese Martin on the bench, if Keon Johnson missing his 3 pointers, I'm going to Tyrese Martin. Like
You know
they'll
what
let
though?
you, you know
I
what
ain't
I'm
gonna lie,
saying?
that nigga want
I
us to play like
I
20
was wa-
niggas, bro. Like
no,
20.
I agree with Breeze. I feel like I would like to see more people play in the game. Our bench is the strength. We need to be letting the bench shine. But I was watching something with NBA players talking, and they were saying that they hate that type of shit, especially when they in a contract year or something like that, because you spreading all the minutes to all these other niggas at the end of the bench. That means I'm not eating, and you taking my minutes per game and points per game down by spreading the minutes to these other people. So people in the primary roles get pissed off at the coach for doing that.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. But I'm gonna close
Just
out
in the
because I got
business of basketball, you know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah,
That's
yo,
a
hold
both.
on. This a dope stream, man. Yo, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the page. We just a quick recap, and then we're gonna be back with more content tomorrow night. I have more time to kick it with y'all. We can get into the All
What
Star
time
game
is
and how
that
they
game
changed
tomorrow
up.
night, bro?
At 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be able to do that because I actually got a day off. I might be able to do the don't we got a game after that? And who we play? We play Monday night, right?
I believe so, but I know tomorrow for sure it's 9 o'clock.
Who the fuck we got? Hold on, who the fuck we got? Oh, never mind. We got the fucking Warriors. Yep, yeah, niggas gonna be yeah. All right, yeah, say less.
So I think that
Can't stand them
you
niggas,
know what I'm
man.
saying. Right after the game, I'm gonna be able to recap. I'm gonna pull right up. The Leafs sound like he finna do the play by play. Hopefully, you know what I mean. Big Priest pull up. Shout to Jay. Shout to Iceman. Yo, you know what I'm saying. Nets fans is the best fans. Shout to my guy Big Priest. We all out here, man. And shout to Quest One, man. I see you in the chat. Shout to the chat too. Shout to Orange Spiegel. Shout to 8RSL Jellio. Shout to all you guys, man. This was a dope stream. And yeah, man. I hope all you guys, do do your best to enjoy the holidays. We got a lot of good basketball up leading into the holidays. I'm gonna be back with more content really soon. If y'all got any ideas, y'all wanna, you know what I'm saying, mention anything we should do a show about, just holla at me. Again, man, that's fans is the best fans. We be back soon with more content. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.